Into the faceoff now. It'll be Mitch Hurd didn't hang on to it. It's Toledo with it. Back they come down into the corner. Picked back up. Still in their own zone. Komets try to keep the forecheck on as heavy as they can. Came up the wall at center ice. Komets feeded back down. Oh, bad pass. Here they come into the zone. Look out. Shot wide. Turned back up the boards by Hurd. He goes after it down the wall. Comes loose with the puck. Hurry out to center as the Komets move it wide. Here's Severin putting it into the zone. Komets have it. Now, Meurs tried to get a chunk of it. Didn't work. Back up ice comes Toledo, wide left side, looking trailer on the play, shot wide.
Back to the high slot.
They use that high slot guy. He's just been hired for that job, I'll tell you. Here's another one, and that one way up on the mesh will get a whistle. So we are now underway with this game number 3. Komets trailing 2 games to zip. A win is necessary, and this is Komet hockey.
The puck is dropped on another college season. And what better way to get ready to watch the K's than with a pregame party? Aunt Millie's Deli Buns and your party spread will put the biscuit in the basket for your guests. To face off with some great sandwich ideas for your party, visit AuntMillie's.com. Whatever you put inside the sandwich, it's always a winner when you include Aunt Millie's Deli. And speaking of winners, go Komets!
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
So the first defensive move Toledo puts on is reading perfectly the offense and stepping in the passing lane, intercepting a puck inside the line and wheeling her back to Pater, but they were offside.
And you see line changes right now, very important in this game. Now, of course, Komet coach Graham, he'll be able to get the last change, match the line he wants out there. So Toledo will change quite a bit, and very frequent.
Would you call that off interference?
Well, not in playoffs.
Not in playoffs. I'm sorry, that's right. We're using the other rule book. But here we come, cross rink, pick back up, and it's going to be
Crowder.
Justin Daniels. Crowder nails him. Puck comes loose. They try to play it as Embach battling away down in the corner. Crowder got a piece of it. They root around for it again. Crowd's got it in his hand, trying to push it up the wall. Embach got it, couldn't get the play, and Toledo breaking out. Back they go into the Fort Wayne zone. Nice back check, but hanging on is Daniels, and turned off behind the net. Komets try to get a shot, but miss it. And here's another body check that went the wrong way as they're having trouble. And they're getting a bad angle on their guy. They move out front and nicely turn back up the wall. Lead pass good at center. And it's going to be Crowder, and he goes. A shot that's deflected by the defense. Komets in a line change. Toledo off behind their net. The forecheck with Hurd getting a real crank
Shot
on his
there.
guy. Good shot. Up ice we come. Going in hard left is Schwab. Look out for this guy. He is a prolific scorer. Komets after it again. Feeding it in just wide of the net. It will be onside. Severin's got it. Here we come, all the way behind the net. He's pinned up on the boards. Komets trying to find it. Down the wall they come again. Out it comes, bouncing puck on the move at center ice. Birschbach. In goes the wide winger left side. Around behind the net. Pick him up. They're trying to tuck it. Can't get the job done. Here's one wide.
Save Nagle.
Take him off. Nagle makes the save, and they center it all the way back in the far corner. As Herdsey doing a little bug job there on Barnes. All right, here they come again. Back up ice. Fort Wayne zone. Step into this one. Good move as Tam took care of his guy. Around behind the net, Daniels came up on the right wall. Moved to center. Turned out to center ice. Intercepted there by Cronazon. And then it goes back to center. Cronazon back on the rush. Sends it into the Fort Wayne zone. Attaboy. Pat Nagle gobbles it up, and there's no further action. So conversation down in the corner. Jenks is having a little gab fest there with Drew Daniels. So the Daniels boys are at it again. We're looking at 16:47 to go in the period. There's still no score, and this is Komet hockey.
Aaron's has some really great news. Aaron's is offering 120 days same as cash. That's right, and here's how it works. Sign a new lease agreement, and you have a full 4 months, 120 days to pay Aaron's everyday low price. They even offer a 20% instant rebate if you purchase outright. 120 days same as cash. Not bad, huh? Just stop by or call to learn more. And remember, you don't need credit. All you need is Aaron's, and nobody beats Aaron's. Nobody.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Toledo with Holmstrom coming in. It goes wide right. Shot save as Nagle got a chunk of that one. Up on the half wall left. Tipped back into the corner by Rogers. Can't finish the play. Good hit again. As that time, I think Tam got a nail on his man.
Solid check.
Oh, right out front. Komets overskated. Now poked away.
Penalty coming.
And who's got the penalty?
Either Embach or the defense, and they got into him and got hooked up on him. And that'll draw a penalty.
So we'll find out in a moment here. Here comes Toledo, though, and out goes the goaltender. Into the zone, they come across the line. Berschbach trying to set it up in the corner. They score.
Yeah.
And they get the first goal tonight again.
Yeah, I thought Crowder touched the puck down in the Toledo zone enough to get the whistle, but they didn't. Toledo went up the ice, got the goaltender out, got the extra attacker on the ice, moved it around, found the open man, and a good shot from the high slot. Beat Nagles on the glove side, and the man really had an extra man on the ice. Toledo takes a 1-0 lead.
And that's what they were looking for, and that's what we didn't really need. This is Comet Hockey.
Friday nights, it's the granddaddy of them all, The Score, with Fort Wayne's best. Tommy Schegler, Dean Pantazzi, and Jen Horman highlighting Northeast Indiana's high school gridiron and hoops action. Then, when others go dark, we're just getting started with more of The Score at 11:35 on sister station MyTV Fort Wayne. Add in Sound Off with the Komets, the Tin Caps, 18 Comet road games, and sports specials year-round. And you have the most local sports coverage hands down. And it's all from 21 Alive.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
All right, a little offside by the Komets. Face-off comes back into the neutral zone. Of course, the goal nullified the penalty that Embach would have had.
A three-way passing play, too. All three players involved. They made sure after they got the goal out, they took their time, were able to set it up, and got it to Firk, and he let fly.
All right, face-off will be just outside the Toledo line. Schwab and Hurd to the draw. Komets pick it off. That time Martin sends it cross rink. Tipped by Saul Dav way back in the corner.
Schrock going in hard.
Schrock, bingo. Good hit as they rattle their guy there. Good hit again. Komets try to hold it off, but now they move all the way to center to the Fort Wayne zone, ripping it off the wall behind the net. Got right over the stick that time of Nagle. Komets have it. Now they try to jam it behind the goal. Go after it here. Let's go. They never got the puck pushed out far enough as Martin just kind of waited a little too long to get it started. Here they come again. Good hit that time as Hurd knocks his guy off the puck. Trying to move up in front of the net, though, is Jenks. Look out, this guy's got some skills, I'll tell you. Here they come again. Good save there. Here we come. Back up ice. A strip to the ice that time was Hurd, but no call. And it'll be slow, and no icing is called. Good move. Here's Toledo, though, right back at it all the way to the line. Komets almost steal that one. Sidlowski tried to get it back to the D. Couldn't get that job done either. Hey, look out right at the corner of the net. Turned back off. Moving as Boris came to the wall. Can't make the play. Boris taken care of by Tam. Up go the Komets. As Faille going into Sidlowski. Here's Sid going deep at the net. There's a shot. Sid's got it again. Here's Sid. He's got it. He's still looking. He's going to find his guy behind the net. Faille now coming by. Oh, where did the point man go? Daniels was already heading in. That's the one thing they hadn't counted on was Daniels leaving. Here they come again. Broken up. Komets now in they come. Faille again. He fires deflected wide. Faille's got it back. Here he comes trying to move it out at the point from the point. It's Daniels going to left point, fed back in the corner by Tam. Can't play. Up the wall. Good hit by Faille. Faille's got it again. Here we come up top, and this time Daniels a drive wide as the Komets move into the corner. Here's Faille behind the net trying to make the play. Cleared behind the goal. Nightingale trying to move it up. Komets there on a good forecheck. Break that one up again. But Toledo hanging on as Justin Daniels sends it back in the Fort Wayne zone. Here they come as Tam goes off behind the net. He's nailed by Clare. Up come the Komets. Lead pass good. In goes Schrock. Schrock going deep. Ducks under the forecheck. And he goes. Got his man again. Up top. Here they come in a scramble. Oh, there's traffic. And, Fanning on the play. But the Komets managed to keep it alive. As that time, it was Bartow. Thought he had the shot. Took a look and missed everything. Komets get it again. Here they come. Schrock down the line. Battling for the puck deep. Here it is again. Bartow out front. knocked loose, and a drive knocked away again. Komets have it. Look out, Bartow sends it wide. Up it comes as Pistilli goes off on the left D. Komets get it back. Here's Bartow. Got to move it. Got to move it. Don't spin away. Turn your back on him. Here we come again. Back up ice. Lead pass at the line. Working his way into the zone. Hurd took his guy off the plate. Puck comes to neutral ice. Komets again. Bartow. And he works his way right back to center. Turned in nicely. Komets into the slot. They had it there. And a shot and a save. No further action on the play.
Hurd in the middle of it.
Yeah, everybody's banging away pretty good. They defend their goaltender with a great amount of zeal.
Well, he's a smaller goaltender, and he's got to be able to see as much as he can, and he's going to get banged around a little bit if they don't protect him.
Yeah.
And they, as you say, do a great job doing that, and they get in everybody and push them away as quick as they can.
We're scoreless here in the first period of play, and this is Komet hockey.
I'm Ryan Recker in the WOWO newsroom, and with 72% of the precincts reporting, voter turnout right now at about 8%. Mitch Harper, the clear Republican candidate for mayor with 83% of the vote. Tom Henry, the clear Democrat candidate with 77% of the vote. Taking a look at Fort Wayne City Council at large, top three for the Republicans, John Crawford, Michael Baranda, and Thomas Freistroffer. In the top three for the Democrats, Michelle Chambers, Terry Anderson, and Mike Avila. Full election results online right now, WOWO.com.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
All right, we have an icing call against Toledo, and they'll bring it all the way back in the Toledo zone. Got a deflection down there in front of Lurg.
Yeah.
Just missed it outside the post.
Yeah, that shot came from the draw. I got back to the point, a quick wrist shot. Hit somebody in front, and Lurg came out, but missed it. Went wide of the net, and a bad break for the Komets, but a good shot from the point.
All right, Faille now ready back into the face-off again, going after it, along with Schwab. And Schwab's a great guy in the face-off circle. Here they come behind the net. Perlini in to check his guy. Back it comes Fort Wayne corner, but it's Daniels. He's going to be chased all the way behind the net. Spins away, finds some daylight. Oh, look out. Back up the wall. They slide it up the wall, like it or not. They got a man out front. And that's blocked on the play. Here they come. Komets try to move it out. They are short on the play again, but now they've got it back. And the defense taking a look. What are you going to do with it? They're behind the net waiting to set it back up. On the move all the way back, as unable to handle that one was the Komet D again. Oh, bad pass again. They're throwing passes length of the rink at a time they've got no chance on them.
Yep. And Toledo steps up so quick.
Oh, bang, man. They're in transition like you can't believe.
If you make that long pass, they anticipate it and step right in between it, and then they're gone the other way. So they've got to be careful, especially when you send the puck up like that. If you have your other wingers breaking, then you're trapped.
Well, Toledo never tries to stretch the ice.
Yeah, that's right.
They move the puck rather than trying to get that hero pass and you're gone. All right, face-off in the Fort Wayne zone will be to the right of Pat Nagle, the Komet goaltender tonight.
5-3 shots on goal. Toledo favors.
Ready. Getting it all set up. I believe it's Crowder. No, it isn't. It's Pistilli. Here's a drive. Side of the net. Turned aside by Nagle. Up they come. Toledo on the zone ahead of them now. Now the Komets get it. Here's Schrock trying to get some room. He's still got some. Feeds to the D. Let's react. Sending it back. Get it out of the zone. Nicely up the middle. Turned in as in goes Crowder deep on the corner. Nails his guy hard. Komets with Pistilli. Still has it. Pistilli down the wall. Schrock's got it out at the point. Cross point pass. Here they come wide. Shot at the goal mouth. They jam for it. And hanging on is Lurg in a pileup. He managed to get down in there and make the play.
Yeah, got to be cross-checking, I think, to Toledo, or is it to, it could be Pistilli.
We'll see in a moment, as the time of this one was 8:58.
Toledo box is open. It must be the defenseman that nailed our guy.
Well, nobody going in our box.
There it is.
It's Crowder. It's Crowder.
Yeah, it was right in front of the net there. You couldn't tell who was going to get it because everybody was basically cross-checking each other. Crowder was the one that got out of the crowd. He gets the penalty. Komets, man short.
This is Komet hockey.
This is Scrap Check with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find freight advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OmniBuy, 855-666-4289.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
All right, it's power play for Toledo. Broken up nicely that time as Sidlowski got his guy. Now they dump it back to their blue line. Cross rink and Furk on his way back at center into the zone. Komets are after this one, and here is Faille. He's got room. He keeps coming. Long shot all the way back inside that Toledo corner. Pin him in there, make him go all the way. Here we come with the forecheck. Trying to move it back is Pistilli. He got it back. Here he goes into the zone. He's through one, brought another one. He put it up the middle. Where's the point man? In it comes Daniels, jumps in a hurry.
Severn
Here they come again. Severn mixing it up, can't play it. Down they come deep. Hanging on now, Schwab, and he'll slow it down here in a hurry. Back up they come.
Minute left, power play.
Coming out now, Schwab, lead pass, Fort Wayne zone, blocked on the play. They moved in offside. Puck comes back. Schwab got it, couldn't finish it off, but does pass to his right winger. Cross rink, he's got it back. Into the zone they come, blocked this time, and cleared back in the neutral zone. Komets changing the penalty kill. Toledo had to go deep on it. And off we come, trying to chase him down off behind the net. Nothing going yet. A Schrock out there trying to chase his guy. Stepping into that one, Komets. Whoa, and taken off before he was ready was Embach. Now they move it in, down deep left. Jenks trying to get the shot all the way to the right point. Right point, half wall, right side. Toledo trying to set it up. Up top, 15 seconds still on the power play. Here they come. It's blocked. Komets try to come up ice. Turned aside. Embach chalks his guy off.
Got it
now
out.
They move it out to neutral ice. Covered there by Schwinard. All right, Schwinard coming back to the line. In he goes, down in the corner. All the way down deep.
All even,
Good
5
move
on
there.
5.
Komets get the body on it. Saul going in deep. Jamming his guy. Komets still trying to come up ice. It's a bounder, and it goes into the Toledo bench, and that gets the whistle. 8:53 still to go, period number 1. It is 1-0 Toledo, and this is Comet Hockey.
Hey, truck fans, you want to see something new for 2015? You can at your GMC and Chevy dealerships. Trucks built by the proud union members of UAW Local 2209. These quality trucks are made right here in Northeast Indiana. Hard-working union members take personal pride in the craftsmanship and attention to detail needed to produce these new trucks. They can build one for you. Take a look at a world-class quality-built truck. See them today at your Indiana and Ohio GMC and Chevy dealers.
Crowd at the bar making you sweat?
Uh-huh.
Could you use some ice-cold refreshment?
You bet.
Then Coors Light may be right for you. Could result in epic nights, maximum refreshment, great times, awesome memories, high fives, smiles, Rocky Mountain refreshment, Blue Mountain refreshment, quadruple epic refreshment, killer parties, and totally refreshed killer parties. Ask your bartender for Coors Light today.
Definitely.
When cold refreshment calls, Coors Light answers. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. With great beer comes great responsibility.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Power play up now for Toledo. Again, face off in the Fort Wayne zone. In the circle to the right of Pat Nagle. 1-0 Toledo here in the first period. They scored at 4:13. Furk with the goal. Here we come. Draw down in the corner. Komets have it. Now they come to center ice. Lead pass is good all the way to the line. Forecheck on it goes to Embach. He couldn't finish it off, and Toledo recycle it. Back they come. Fort Wayne zone. Hand pass. Can't touch it. Up they go down the wall. No additional play there. And the whistle blows, and where's the face-off going to be?
It'll just be there at center.
Okay, right where the pass was touched, which is good. 8:38 on the clock. We're period 1. Shots on goal, 5-4 favor Toledo, and that includes their power play time, so not bad. Here we come, ready one more time. Holmstrom look. Komets get the draw. Cross rink they come. Bartow came up the left wing, sent all the way back in the corner. Going in hard on the play. Komets with Embach. Out it comes, cleared length of the rink. Back for it. And making the touch will be Connor Kucera. He's the new kid on the block. And they will now face it off deep inside the Toledo zone.
Yeah, you put a little pressure on Toledo defense. They'll fire it up the ice and get a whistle very quickly.
We're all human beings.
As the Komets jumped on them very quickly there, and the pass up missed, went down the end. Now we get the face-off in the zone, so let's make something happen from it.
All right, coming at you one more time. It will be Faille into the draw. He's got it. All the way up top here. Oh, and fanning on the play again is
Martin that time.
Now he throws it away. Here they come. Toledo has to go deep. They go cross rink. Schwinard coming out of the D. On his way wide to center. Going to the line. Rogers knocked off the play. Komets at it. Here's Martin behind the net. He's pulled off the puck again. They jam away. Up it comes. Hurd's got it. Here comes Mitch. On his way at the line. And he goes. In front of the net. And he bangs up on the trailer.
Shot.
A shot knocked down front of the
Rebound.
net. Komets scrambled. It's loose again.
Came loose. Yeah, I thought a quick whistle on the play, but the referee got himself behind the net. Could not see the puck, so he blew it. And that's what he's supposed to do, but I didn't think he was in very good position to be able to watch that play. As the shot was on the net, it was bouncing around in the crease, and the whistle went to kill the play.
Close call, but no banana. 7:48 still left here in period number 1. It's a 1-0 lead, and the edge belongs to the Toledo Walleyes.
Well, that's one of the better scoring chances they had.
Yeah. As
he intercepted the pass, Hurd let a shot go. It was up a little high where the goaltender was able to play it by his hand, but he didn't cleanly play it, and it dropped down.
All right, Faille once again into the draw, ties this guy up. Puck squirts out. He couldn't get a stick on it. It is just deflected. Cross rink on the play. Into the zone they come as way behind his net, Daniels. He's got some daylight. Where's he going with it? He moves it all the way up, and it's blocked. Komets now move it into the zone. Faille turns it deep. Sidlowski cruises. He's got it back. Oh, up top. The drive. Rebound out front. Sid got it again. Moves his man off the play. Faille got it. Here it is. Bad. Right to the net. Turned away. Faille's got it back. Point man, where'd you go? Komets have it again. To the point. Held. Oh, come on. Daniels let that one get away. Komets come back. Try to cover it. Now in goes Toledo. 1-on-1. Up with the puck. Barnes. Barnes can't play. Sent behind the net. Komets had some good opportunities, and boy, missed a golden shot there. Here we come again as it's Daniels spending way too much time with the puck. Up it comes, tipped in nicely that time as Crowder sends it deep in the Toledo corner. Cycled off to Schwinard up the left D, and it will be the Walleyes coming to the line. Good move there as Comet stick all the way up into the Fort Wayne bench. And they're not going to give it back.
Offside at the blue line. Toledo dumping it in, and someone getting trapped inside. The faceoff will come outside. Toledo will make a line change.
All right, back we come. Yeah. We are still 1-0 Toledo, period number 1.
Yeah.
Not a bad crowd. We probably got 55 in here tonight, somewhere in there.
Tuesday night.
Odd nights, but playoffs happen, I guess, according to the league, huh?
Yeah.
All right, back we come again. Embach now heads to the draw. See how it's going to work.
Yeah. A little pushing and shoving at the draw here.
Yeah, here we come. Komets have it. And take a look. Take a look. Short pass up the wall. And that was kind of a sacrificial switch. Komets try to steal that one. Up they come. Good hard hit that time. Stepping in goes Barteau. Now he's looking, going cross rink with the puck. Up the boards they come. Keep it coming. Into center. Here's Crowder. Feeds off to Pistilli. Out front, but Crowder was covered up. Pistilli's got it back. It's blocked. Here they come. Two men down, but the Komets were back playing it deep on the defense. Pistilli runs his guy off the play. In goes Saul. Back with the puck. Here's Barteau. Look out up the wall. Cleared to center. Where did it go? Komets fight for it, but it bounced straight up into the bench, I believe, at center ice. So that takes care of that. 6 minutes still on the clock. It is period number 1, and it is still 1-0 Toledo. Shots on goal. 6-5 Komets now. They're getting an edge, Rob.
Face-off will go to center ice here as the Komets change up the whole 5 eyes for a fresh line, matching up lines again. Sidlowski's line out there right now.
Okay, Sid ready on the roll, coming out, and it's right to Toledo. And the defense picks it up as Zarnausen moves it wide. He's got it back again. He moves into the zone, gets around the D, but he's pushed off on the play. They let him go way too wide, but he gets creamed there on the corner, right in front of the net. Komets coming up. Here's Sidlowski on his way. Still got it. Lost it. Komets try to get it back. Goal by. Nothing going there at all. Wow, they missed an empty net practically. What a play.
Did, yeah.
What a play. Thank you. We needed that break, and we got it. At a time, it would have been 2-0 close to the end of a period, and that could have been a disaster. Wow. Careless, careless, careless. Let's go. The longer you spend in your own end, the tougher it is to play it. Now where are we going to go? See, they're trying to stretch that ice again, and it doesn't work. All right, here's Severin. Good play as he comes back up ice. And all the way back to the Toledo line. They dump it right back in the Komet zone. Niedermehl. Down they come, far wall, as Meurs comes up with it, came behind the net, no reaction out front. Out at the point left side, it's a drive and hanging on. Nagles makes a good play as Martin bangs away and turned his guy off the play with 4:52 to go. Period 1, 1-0 Toledo.
Yeah. Sidlowski, you'd see why he's not getting a lot of goals. They're on him every time he touches the puck. They got one man right in his face and checking him, trying to pinch him off to the boards and give him less ice room to move around on. So you've got to move him over maybe to the right wing and try a few things with him instead of just up and down.
Schwab after the call. Komets come back with it, though. Here they go. Pass is good at center as it is Hurd who takes it wide. They move right in front of the net. That one goes by the winger, but Hurd's got it back. Oh, try to move it up front. He still got it right out front again. They jam it in the slot. Can't play. Recovered, and up comes Sims. All the way to center ice. You got to be moving it as it's going to be Hurd. He still got the puck. Across to the defense. Back up the wall. Back it comes again as Saul's got it. Cross rink to Martin. Martin all the way back up the middle. Komets try to open it up into the zone. Here we come. Going in as Meurs. Meurs going deep at the net. Oh!
Yeah, right there.
Right in front. And Embach was just going by an empty net, and he could not stop.
Yeah, you didn't expect Jared Lurg to miss that puck.
Yeah, here we come now. Going deep all the way to the corner as Holmstrom trying to get a pass on it. D-man knocked down on the puck, and here they come again. Komets with it. Let's go. Coming out to center, Pistilli. Here's Pistilli into the zone. A give-and-go pass. He's on the corner. His drive and hanging on is Lurg.
Yeah, Lurg got it tangled up at his pad. Embach went to that, looking for the rebound, and then everybody congested there and banging at each other. Sticks come up a little high, and we'll see what happens.
They're getting to know each other pretty well down there now.
Yeah. Bartow in front, giving the defense a little whack.
Doing a little chop there. We're looking at 1-0. It's Toledo, 3:47 to go, period 1. This is Komet Hockey.
Midwest Gloves and Gear is always in full bloom and boasts a broad line of garden gloves and accessories that suit any gardener's needs. The Garden Glove line features many gloves for mom, dad, and kids. The accessory line features garden tools, hats, kneeling benches, bags, footwear, and more to help make sure your garden always stays in full bloom. When you need gloves and gear, think Midwest Glove and Gear. Chillicothe, Missouri.
WOWO AM and FM, Fort Wayne.
Got Toledo with the puck right now, and they take a couple of swipes at it and just give it away. What's wrong here?
Whacking at it.
It is just chopping away with no reason. It's a good thing Nagle grabbed that one.
Yeah,
nobody seemed to want it.
Yeah. Well, it was bouncing on the boards there, and they were whacking at it, and everybody was whacking back at it, but the Komets couldn't get it out. Nagles grabs on and kills the play.
All right, we'll face it off deep in the Fort Wayne zone to the left of Pat Nagles.
3:22 left, first period, down 1, Komets.
We're getting chances. That's what's important.
Yeah, shots on goal. We're out shooting them right now, 7-6. So we've got a couple of chances.
All right, back we come, and the big face-off guy there is A.J. Jenks, and he takes most all of them.
Oh, yeah, so the referee over there.
Where's he talking now?
Yeah, he had the trainer out there. He's got a whistle problem
a
or
patch job,
finger problem. Yeah.
All right, back we come. Faille and Jenks. Jenks has got most all the face-offs in the first 3 games from Faille, and he gets another one. Here they come up top. Blocked once there by Perlini. Here they come down the corner. Faille's got this one. He's driven hard to the boards and off behind the net. Here we come again as Cam gives it loose. Up it comes now. Way up in the air as down it comes. Sidlowski got it. They keep it alive.
Going to be offside.
I didn't think it was offside.
Pretty close. It got batted up in the air, and as it was coming down towards center ice. And as they batted it back in, the referee, the linesman there, offside, face-off comes out of the zone. Crowd's not happy with it.
No, 3 minutes left here in this first period of play. The only goal, Firk at 4-1-3 for Toledo. We've had some chances, just haven't been able to cash on them. Back in neutral zone, ready for the draw. Komets fight for that one. Picked up by Hurd, driven all the way deep by Saul behind the net. Digging it out off the wall, Nightingale. He's nailed on the play. Komets keep it alive. Here comes Toledo. They've got 4 men down. Look at them come in and go right to the net. Cross rink. Another drive. Nice save, Nagle in the right place, right time there. Here they come again, trying to poke loose one more time. Komets turn it out to center ice. Schrocky's got it. Couldn't finish it. In it comes now, unable to handle it. Schwab, but he waits. His team onside. and somebody gets nailed down in the corner behind the net. Here they come back up on the wing. Komets, as Saul just threw it right back in the crowd. They're coming back in, and now Hurd comes up with the puck. He looks over
In
center.
and over. Look at his line change.
Sends it long into the zone. Komets get their line change. Toledo picking it back up and out. Ice comes Niedermehl. Turned it back off to his partner. Came to the Fort Wayne line. As down in the corner, Komets have it. Here we go with Crowder. Crowder turns a backhander, and it's going deep inside the line. Pistilli chased it down, but Niedermehl's first man into play. Round they come. Nice big hit down the wall as the Comet D stands up on that one. One man back. Good play as Kucera cuts his guy off at the pass and nails him on the boards. Komets coming up with a good move as Nagle had a poke check that one away. They got it right in front of the net. All the way behind again. That one deflected and hit him right on the chest, and no further action.
Little pushing and shoving in front as Nagle's made the save on a deflection from the point and grabbed onto it. The defense got in front of everybody, and a little pushing and shoving in front of the Comet bench.
Boys will be boys.
Yes, they will.
1:37 left. It is period one. 1-0. It's Toledo, and this is Comet hockey.
I'm Ryan Recker in the WOBO newsroom, and the final results are in. Mitch Harper will face Tom Henry to become mayor of Fort Wayne. Both will be the candidates for their side. Lana Kiesling beat Derek Pilley for Fort Wayne City Clerk. The three Republican council at large are John Crawford, Michael Baranda, and Thomas Freistroffer. On the Democrat side, Michelle Chambers, Terry Anderson, and Mike Avila. You can get the full list online of the winners at wowo.com.
You are listening to Comet Hockey with Bob Chase, Radio Ringside.
All right, here comes Toledo again as Jenks sends it around behind the D. Here's Nagels. Oh, he gave it right back to him. Right to the net. They try for a shot. Can't do it. Jenks up again. Trying to backhander. Can't do it. Komets. Here's Daniels. Looking. Oh, here we come. Going to the zone hard is going to be... Nope, Faille, but he couldn't get it.
He's complaining. He thought he was even with the man fighting with the defenseman. And they gave the call to the Toledo team as the defenseman was just a hair ahead of Fly and got the icing call automatic.
So back we come in the face-offs inside the Fort Wayne zone. Off to the left to Pat Nagle with 1:03 to go in period number one. 8-7 now. Shots on goal favored Toledo by a goal. Komets take that face-off around behind the net. Trying to move it as Daniels came nearly up the wall. Schwab trying to center it. Out it comes to center ice. Komets with Sidlowski on the forecheck. They drive him a little deeper. Here they come back up the middle. Schwab, the outlet, comes wide on the left side, turning it back, but giving it away in the zone. Look out. Nice defensive move that time as here we come. Komets. Fancy pass, and they give it away again. Now let's move it. Here we come, and trying to make the play. They waited so long that Severin was in no place to take a pass. Look out front of the net. Komets turn it wide. Here we come. On the move. It's going to be Hurd. Hurd going in. He tried to get through, but they were all over Hurd. And up they come the other way, driving his Barnes to the Fort Wayne line. Broken up, picked back up. Moving it, Lampy coming off the defense for Toledo, sending it back in the corner, and is picked up again as the Komets' Martin moves out at center, trying to drive it. Martin gets it back again, then throws it away. So that's the buzzer. That's the end. That's period number one. And we are 1-0 in favor of the Toledo Walleyes. This is Comet Hockey.
Here's some good policy from your local agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When your insurance policy comes from us, it comes with something extra, a real person. Don't buy from an insurance company with an 800 number and a voicemail menu. Auto Owners Insurance operates exclusively through local independent agencies here to help you 24/7. Now that's good policy.
For all your insurance needs, visit Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Want to live a healthier life? You don't need to train for a marathon to do it. Even small changes can help you feel better. And at Parkview, it all starts with one word. Go. Go for a walk. Go spend time with friends. Go do something simple right now to improve your well-being and take the Parkview Go Challenge. It's all about creating balance in your life. Mind, body, spirit, and community. For more healthy ideas, log on to parkviewgo.com. Parkview. your partner in health.
Time for the Tim Hortons Coffee Break Intermission Report. Presented by Tim Hortons, the official coffee and donuts of the Komets.
Well, not much going on here. One goal scored. Toledo got it at 4:13. Ferk picked up the goal, as that gave them the lead. Berschbach picked up an assist on it, as did Schwab. So that's all we had. One penalty. Crowder cross-check at 8:55, and that took care of that one. So and the shots on goal, 8-7, favored Toledo by 1. So not a great deal went on. Up and down pretty well. Fairly territorial. And we had about 3 really good chances. Could not put the biscuit in the basket at the right moment. So that's the way it goes. But you do what you have to with what you've got, and we still are right in the middle of this one. That is no problem whatsoever. And, of course, Thursday night will be Game 4 in this set, 7:30 here at the Coliseum. And if the additional games come down the line, we'll be right back in Toledo on Saturday. So it's the 2-2-1-1-1, which is a good way to go. But unfortunately, you got to win one on the road, and it would have been nice to win one of the first 2. We didn't, but here we are. Win this one, and we throw it down. We'll try it all over again, and we'll just keep right on going until we have the success we need. These are 2 very good hockey clubs. They finished in terms of points, over 100 points both teams, and that's almost unheard of to get teams with that higher ranking going head-to-head this early in a playoff. And either one of them a potential overall Kelly Cup champion. But the Komets have not displayed that skill level or that tenacity that they did against Kalamazoo. It's a different team, and Toledo is really a solid team right from start to finish. So we'll do what we can to get this thing going. As I say, chances were good, but nothing was really going on. So looking at the rest of the stat sheet, anybody get shots on goal for the Komets? Shots on goal, Daniels got one. Perlini got one. Kucera got a shot on goal. Meurs a shot on goal. Barteau, Pistilli, and Hurd. They are, as Robbie said, all over Sidlowski. They almost follow him right into his seat on the bench. They don't want him to get away for any reason whatsoever. We're going to be back, and our conversation for the first time around is going to be the rookie D-man, Connor Kucera. Stay where you are. This is Komet Hockey.
If you're looking for a way to see the Komets for less, then you'll want to read all about it. Find coupons on Komet ads in print editions of the Journal-Gazette and News Sentinel for seats in the Fort Wayne newspaper's extra section for only $8. Save $5 per ticket with your extra section coupon. For more information, check the latest edition of the Journal-Gazette or News Sentinel, or visit Fort Wayne Newspapers downtown on Main Street. Pick up your coupon today for extra special savings on the Komets, courtesy of the Fort Wayne Newspapers extra section.
What does high-strength roll-formed steel sound like? Like strength and trust. Now get great offers plus 1 year of the best Sirius XM package. Chevy Silverado, high-strength steel for high-strength dependability. Not available on work truck. If you subscribe after your trial period, subscriptions are continuous until you call Sirius XM to cancel. See Sirius XM customer agreement for complete terms and geographic limitations at www.siriusxm.com. Offer ends 4/30/15.
Michael's Photography, the leader in business portraits. Every business needs a professional business portrait so that your clients can connect with you on a personal level. How many business photos have you seen that are just plain terrible? And how did that change your perception of the person or company? A business portrait taken by Michael's is a positive image. Don't fall in the it's good enough trap when it comes to your business portraits. Great business portraits taken by Michael's. Call for your appointment today. 482-2660.
I'm Ryan Recker in the WOWO Newsroom, and the results are in. The incumbent Tom Henry will face Mitch Harper in November. Both candidates want to be the next mayor. Harper, the clear favorite for the Republicans, 83% of the vote. For Democrats, Tom Henry running away with 76% of the vote. With city council seats at large, John Crawford, Michael Baranda, and Thomas Freistroffer at the top 3 for Republicans. Michelle Chambers, Terry Anderson, and Mike Avila leading the Democrats. Fort Wayne Council District 1, Paul Ensley getting 50% of the vote. For the Democrats in Fort Wayne City Council District 2, Michelle Merritt, 53% of the vote there. Thomas Didier getting Council District 3 for the Republicans. Altogether, 9.82% voter turnout. That's lower than 2011, the last primary election. We'll continue to bring you results, and you can get the full election by going to wowo.com.
5 years ago, I was diagnosed with cancer, but thanks to advances in treatment, I survived. And when I look back and see how far I've come, you'd think the last thing on my mind would be a checking account. But a new checking account at Fifth Third Bank can help fund Stand Up to Cancer and their cutting-edge research. This groundbreaking initiative is helping save lives. Like, for instance, my life. Learn more at 53.com/SU2C. Fifth Third Bank, the curious bank.
Member FDIC, Stand Up to Cancer is a program of the Entertainment Industry Foundation, a 501c3 charitable organization.
Buying a new car has never been more fun than with the Dodge Boys. Lots of people wait for the end of the month to buy a vehicle because they think they can get a better deal. But you always get a better deal at Glenbrook Dodge Chrysler Jeep, no matter what the calendar says. With the biggest selection of cars, vans, 4x4s, SUVs, and trucks.
You'll always find what you're looking for.
Just start at GlenbrookDodge.com and end at the dealership. The Dodge Boys are so confident you won't find a better deal, they'll even guarantee it by giving you the Dodge Boys promise. If you find a better deal from another Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram dealer,
the boys will beat it.
Guaranteed. They also have the largest selection of used cars around.
And you can buy with confidence.
Because of their factory-backed, certified, pre-owned, inspected vehicles that come with a 7-year factory-backed warranty and roadside assistance. Bigger selection, bigger discounts, and higher trade-in value at Glenbrook Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Under the giant American flag on Coliseum Boulevard.
Or online at GlenbrookDodge.com.
Time for the Tim Hortons Coffee Break Intermission Report. Presented by Tim Hortons, the official coffee and donuts of the Komets.
And that big one tonight, down 0-2. Didn't play that badly, but nothing worked for us. It seemed we're having a heck of a time.
Yeah, definitely. We got to respond here tonight. We're down 2-0 in the series. We definitely have to respond here. We got a nice home crowd here, so we got to show up and play a better defensive game tonight.
A lot different playing Kalamazoo and then playing Toledo. What a different hockey club.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Toledo, completely different kind of hockey team than Kalamazoo. They look for more of the passes. They look for kind of those quick, easy give and goes. And Kalamazoo is a little bit more of a bigger team. Mucked it out a little more physical. But we got to change our game plan tonight and respond against Toledo tonight.
Toledo really worked their way up the ice with the puck, don't they?
Oh, they do. They're really good moving forward, north-south team.
And physically, I thought maybe they'd be a little heavier. They got some pretty big kids there, but they just kind of hit once in a while when they feel they have to.
They do. I mean, they're good enough to play the skill game, so it looks like they like to play the skill game. And so if we're going to beat them, we got to play a more physical game and rough them up out there.
A few more changes in the lineup tonight?
Yep, definitely. We got a few changes in the lineup. I'm in the lineup tonight. Just see if we can respond here tonight. We just need a better defensive game.
Is this your first pro action?
This is my first pro action. Yep.
A little butterfly?
A little bit. Yeah.
What do you think of the league? You've had a chance to take a pretty good look at it.
Oh, it's a great league. I'm happy to be here. Great competition. Got a great crowd here in Fort Wayne, so excited to be here.
So, again, Coach puts you in a pretty good spot. Got to win this one. He's looking for people to inspire. You got to be one of them.
Yeah, definitely. We got to play a better game tonight, and so tonight's a great chance for myself, for the team to come back and get ourselves back in the series.
Where's home for you when you're not playing hockey?
Twin Lakes, Indiana, so just west of here off of 30.
Oh, you're really close then.
Yeah, it's only about like an hour and a half west here near Plymouth. So.
How'd you get the big start in hockey to get as far as you've gone? Where'd you go?
I kind of grew up in Colorado, and then I moved my way out to play at Culver throughout high school, and then we've lived there ever since. So I went to Bowling Green after I played a year of juniors out in Des Moines. So
played with the old Buccaneers, eh?
Yep, played with Des Moines. Great program there. It's they got a great fan base just like here. So
I know my youngest son played for the Bucs many years ago. Ended up with a scholarship at University of Alabama, Huntsville. Ran the route there and married a girl and stayed there.
Yeah, Des Moines is a great spot. I miss playing there. It's a great spot. Just a lot of old time hockey there.
Who was coaching when you were there?
Reg Simon.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Are they still in the old building, or did they get something new?
No, they got the old building. Got the same crowd as it's been for probably the last 30 years, which is a great crowd. So
a lot of atmosphere in that joint.
Exactly. It's a low ceiling, so it gets real loud in there.
And I know we had a lot of crazy experiences in there while we played. The league's changed, the hockey's changed so much. That was a gas house spot. You came in there, man, you better have loose gloves because they had to drop them about 10 times a night.
Oh, yeah, the fans get real wild. It riles the players up. I mean, they have buck beer night there. It gets pretty rowdy.
Well, let's hope we get pretty rowdy here tonight. You know, this is it. We got to make it go, and we have not played to our potential. That's for sure. The spark has been lacking.
No, you're right. Definitely haven't played to our potential yet. I think we got a lot left in our locker room, and so I think the guys got to lay it all on the line tonight.
Okay, and I want to get it straight before I start talking to you about you. You pronounce your last name?
Kuchera.
There you go. What nationality is that?
Czech.
Boy, you got a Czech goaltender, got a Czech D-man?
Yeah.
Good-looking stuff. Yeah. Well, listen, good luck. God bless you. Make it go good. Eh?
Thank you.
Okay, that's our story here. New kid on the block back in the lineup tonight. Be back in a moment. This is Komet Hockey.
911, what's your emergency?
Sometimes just any response doesn't quite say it all. There's texting.
Sir, we just received an emergency text. Hello, my friend just ran off the road and we are in water. Hurry, please, please hurry.
Then there was calling.
911, what's your emergency?
My friend just ran off the road and we're in water. It's coming to the car. Hurry. Please hurry. There's water in the car.
The Federal Communications Commission and major wireless carriers have partnered to support Text to 911, and Indiana is at the forefront of this implementation. Text to 911 capability is now available in most areas within state borders. This is of great help to the deaf and speech impaired and in other select situations. For more information, visit in911.net.
It's good to hear your voice, ma'am. Help is on the way.
911. Before you text, voice is best.
In a world where summer thirst runs rampant, a new type of refreshment looks to rule. From the creators of Pepsi, it's Pepsi made with real sugar. Featuring explosions of taste and more flavor than one summer can handle. With chilling performances from Pepsi, wild cherry and vanilla flavors. A real big summer is on its way, and it's closer than you think. Pick up a Pepsi made with real sugar for a limited time. Pepsi, live for now.
If you're driving down the road and your car dies at the light, you know you've got to make it here, because we can make it right. Bumping down the road, transmission's about to blow. We're the ones to fix it right. We're the name to know. Russ Moore Transmission. We're here to get you going.
If you suspect a transmission problem, come in and talk to the trusted leader in customer service for over 50 years. Russ Moore Transmission.
Russ Moore Transmission. We're here to get you going.
Call Russ Moore at 482-9414. We're on Coliseum Boulevard West and in Warsaw. Or visit us at russmore.com.
For over 100 years, Fort Wayne's famous Coney Island Wiener Stand has been serving up great food, friends, and fun. Join us at historic Coney Island and experience those delicious hot dogs and Cokes still served in the little bottles, just like when you were a kid. Serving patrons at its original location, downtown at 131 Main Street for 100 years. Find them on Facebook and at FortWayne'sFamousConeyIsland.com. Open 7 days a week. Fort Wayne's famous Coney Island Wiener Stand, celebrating 100 years and the Komets.
Sound off with the Komets all season long, Mondays at 7:30 on 21 Alive, as Tommy Schegler and guest Komets take you inside the program, answering your questions live from the Sport One Parkview Ice House. Then Thursdays at 7:30, your phone calls, tweets, and emails are answered on your favorite college and pro teams in Parkview Sports Medicine Sound Off. And in the granddaddy of them all, The Score, plus more of The Score and 18 Komets road games on MyTV Fort Wayne. And you have the most local sports coverage hands down. And it's all from 21 Alive.
Indiana Wesleyan University empowers busy adults to earn top-ranked degrees and start the journey of a lifetime. Here's graduate Hazel Owens.
I am now living my purpose, empowering women through public speaking, broadcasting, and online communications. I'm proud to help women have a voice in the community, and IWU has helped me reach that goal.
IWU offers flexible degrees for busy adults at learning centers throughout Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, and online. Where will your journey take you? Follow this story and many more at #IWU Journeys.
Time time for the Tim Hortons Coffee Break Intermission Report. Presented by Tim Hortons, the official coffee and donuts of the Komets.
All right, we're checking here the Meijer out-of-town scoreboard, and we have no other results except this one, and this is very partial right now. 1-0 Toledo. That's at the 20-minute mark, so lots of hockey still to go. And it's been a pretty good game so far. Komets have had chances, just could not cash when it had to happen. So the officials are back on the ice, led by Stéphane Renaud, and Francois Dozeret and Ryan Madsen are the linesmen that are helping govern the rules of this one tonight. It was the only goal scored came from Martin Firk, and that came at 4:13 of the period. One penalty called. That was Crowder for the Komets for a cross check at 8:58. No damage done. 8-7 shots on goal favor the Toledo Walleyes by a mere 1 at the moment. We'll be back. They'll drop the puck. Period 2 about to get underway. Stay where you are. This is Komet Hockey.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
The destination is yours with Excursions Trailways Motor Coach Company. Excursions Trailways operates trips from Indiana and Ohio to destinations in the continental U.S. and Canada. Excursions is the proud official motor coach provider of the Komets, Tin Caps, IPFW, and St. Francis. They provide excellent customer service and clean, well-maintained coaches with courteous professional drivers. Choose your destination and give Excursions a call at 260-485-6167 or visit them on the web at excursionstrailways.com. And now back to Komet Hockey with Bob Chase.
Back we go. Period number 2 about to get underway, and Jeff Lerg will defend the goal down to my left at radio rink side. The Komets down to our right, and of course it's going to be Pat Nagle. He's the man of record right now, and the Komets will be attacking from right to left as you watch your radio dial. Still no count, but we're looking at somewhere around 55 or so in the building, which for a Tuesday night, a night we never play hockey, is not all that bad.
No, exactly, Bob. And everybody, of course, anticipating a big win here tonight, and then we'll see what happens on Thursday. But one period at a time, 8-7 shots on goal. Toledo outshoot us 8-7. Not that bad, not that many chances, but they had one or two good ones. And the Komets had a couple of chances, but they didn't have the rebound that they wanted as Toledo defense just smothers that net once the Komets get to it. So got to keep pushing away, keep shooting the puck, and hope we get a break.
And Toledo is a tough team to play against.
They are.
They're sticky. Yep. All right, back we come right at the end of the draw. It will be the Komets. First guy up is going to be Mitch Hurd. He'll take the face-off as he and Schwab square away down in the zone. Apparently some debris on the ice, whatever the reason. They got that all picked up. We're ready to roll. All right. Who gets the face-off here? And nicely picked up by Hurd to the defense. Saul sends it out. Up the wall. It's picked off as they try to hold the guy in the corner.
Here we go in front.
And it didn't take Hurd long to make a statement.
Yeah, he popped somebody right in front of the Komet bench there, and the bench just saying a few words there. We'll see if there's any penalties from it. Nobody seems to be going to the box, and referee is talking to Gary Graham right now.
Was that Schwannard who got pounded? I don't know what he's talking about, but
the puck must have popped up in there because the linesman went and got another one. We get going to right in front of the Komet bench.
All right, Hurd again for the draw. Took his man off again. Let's hustle. Man alive. Here we come. It's up ice at center. Again, everything is just a mile short and an inch too slow. Here we come. Toledo breaking out. Bing, bang, bing as they use the whole rink to get on. Sending it into the corner. Where's the call? Whoa, and I mean Martin gets hammered. Back up the wall they come, and they left it in the zone. Now out they come. Here's Martin. Skated right into Severin, and he throws it away.
Well, he tried to get back to Severin, and
no go. Barnes now for Toledo at his own blue line. All the way cross rink as it'll be Zarnausen moving it out to center. Komets take over into the zone. Whatever play that was, the winger at the Toledo blue line put it right back in the Fort Wayne zone. And here's that old spinorama that doesn't usually work. But it's up ice. Meurs, good lead pass. That's into the zone. Wide of the net, came down the wall into the corner, taken away by Toledo. Up the left wall, Nightingale off the defense, comes to the line, and whoa, baby, look out. All right. Good back check that time by Hand. Here they go into the zone right. Here's the drive, and hanging on Lurg. Well, you can't give him that much to look at. He'll just sit in your face.
Well, Tam, the defenseman, had moved up, took a little pass, got to the top of the circle, had the defenses a bit of a screen, and let a quick wrist shot go, but it was up high, and Lurg made the glove save with no rebound on it. But they finally got it in their own zone by making 2 good passes.
So we are underway, and that's what's important. It is 1-0 Toledo. Komets about to score a goal. This is Komet Hockey.
Hi, Komet fans. This is head coach Gary Graham. Everyone at Texas Roadhouse would like to give a big yee-haw to the Komets and their fans for voting Texas Roadhouse as the best steak at Fort Wayne. And as a thank you, just come in and visit Texas Roadhouse on game nights and receive your complimentary blossom when you wear your favorite Komet jersey. Check out the Komet Corner at Texas Roadhouse, home of the fall-off-the-bone ribs and hearty steaks, made from scratch sides, fresh baked bread, ice-cold beer, and legendary margaritas. Be there on game days with your favorite K's jersey and receive your free blossom from the Texas Roadhouse. Go Komets.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Crowder's too slow.
Yeah, he is. He is right now.
All right, we have a offside call against the Komets. As Paul Crowder's line mates were so eager to get in there, they figured, come when you can, and he did.
Yeah, he got a little further ahead than he wanted in. The wingers were gone.
18:09 still left. We're second period. There is a 1-0 game favoring Toledo at the moment. As once again, it's Hurd to the draw, nails his guy in the circle, and back goes the puck inside the Toledo zone. And at center ice, Hurd got it back. Fed into the zone. Hurd going deep in the corner. Up ice and trying to move it out is Barnes off the D. Komets get it back. Oh, good save. A little snapshot there. A sneaky one from Hurd. He goes in, works his guy off the puck again. Komets deep. Where are they going to go? Behind the net. And here we come. Still moving it. Going hard. Komets and Martin finally feeds it into the zone. It's Severin. Severin reached long, and it's just deflected wide. Schrock digging it out. Down deep. Bursbaugh fighting with him. Came up the near wall, coming out towards center ice. Driving hard. Barnes to center. Can't get by the defense. Komets are back. Saul's got it. Here they come into the zone. All the way left. Tipped into the corner hard as Schrock dumped it in. They make a line change. Toledo on their way back up right wing. Pass good to Furk. Furk had ascended wide. Now the lead pass broken up. As the Komet D backing up, they couldn't get any mustard on this one at all. Here it is. Tam coming back up ice. Oh, look out. Up on the near wall. Here's Sidlowski. Good pass, but up come the Komets. Moving is going to be Perlini into the corner, going hard Daniels all the way to the wall. Daniels couldn't get through. Perlini nails his guy.
Here we are.
Here it is. Wow.
That's Sidlowski.
What a chance, and Sid unloaded that one, I'll tell you.
It came back to him so quickly. Instead of taking it, maybe taking a step forward and shooting, he let a one-timer go, and he missed the net with it and got it up over the glass.
So that's
an opening.
Yeah, you got to see that guy shoot.
Yeah. Well, again, 2 good body checks behind the net. As Fly got in there, took the defenseman out. They threw it out in the high slot, and that's where Sidlowski was, and he let the shot go, following the play up.
Okay, Pistilli's going into center this job, and he had a little word with his guy before they moved back on in. Holmstrom is in the circle against him. They tie it up, going deep. Schwinnard trying to keep it alive. Komets had to let it go to center. They drive it right back inside the Toledo zone. It came cross rink, and Komets tried to intercept, couldn't do the job. Hurry! It is Bartow. He's nailed up the zone. They come now, flipped out to center ice, chased by Crowder, deep on the zone. In goes Crouch, ties his guy up, got him good. Embach's there. Crowder behind the net, still has the puck. Now in to muck it up is Pistilli rather.
Point.
From the point. Here's the cross-point pass as Kucera couldn't get the shot away.
In front.
This one high, down it comes. Get a shot,
again.
take a shot, Kucera. Here it is at the net. He waited till he could see, and that was too late because it opened up the lane.
Yeah, I was hoping somebody could deflect it out of the air. He didn't really shoot it hard. He threw it at the net there, hoping somebody could knock it out of the air, or maybe the rebound. But again, Lear played it pretty cleanly and caught it and made the save.
16:02 still on the clock. Period 2, 1-0 Toledo. This is Komet Hockey.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find freight advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OmniBuy, 855-666-4289.
You are listening to Comet Hockey with Bob Chase, Radio Ringside.
Komets break out of the zone, going hard. It is Severn. He just refused to be knocked off the play. Spins the goaltender a little bit. Oh, front of the net, nobody on the point. All covered up. Komets get it back as it's going to be Tam at the line. In they go. Looking at the net, can't get the shot away. They're back in neutral ice again. Komets trying to spread it out a little bit. Here we come as Hurd nicely up the middle into the zone. Back to Hurd. Bad pass. Here they come. Taken away Komets. Nicely. In it goes Perlini. Good shot. Save.
Right on the net.
Pretty good moves, I'll tell you.
And Perlini made a nice deke on the defense and put it between his legs. Went in. Let the quick shot go down low. Lerg made the save with the pads. Held onto it. And everybody trying to get to the net. Battle doing that.
That's about the area you have to shoot on with him, too. You get it up any higher than that, and it's over.
Yeah, they got a couple of good shots there, and he made the saves on it.
And he does give up rebounds if he can keep them low enough.
Yeah, 10-9 shots on goal, Komets.
All right, here we come to face off to the right of Lerg in the Toledo zone. 15:04 to go. Komets coming loose of the puck. Here's Tam. Tam at the point, but nobody to cover it. And here's Sedlowski. Puts it back over center. Komets on the attack. Driven behind the net that time by Daniels. Came up the near wall in the slot. A drive, and it's turned wide. Blocked in front. Picked back up. Komets go deep into the corner. Perlini beating away at it. Can't get to it. Komets tied up. In it goes Sedlowski. Now it's Faille turning it in. Behind the net. Picked up by Perlini. Here they go. Far wall, and it's lost. Turned off the wall. Recovered by Sims behind his own net. Komets forecheck is on heavy now. They move it in. Roll the guy off the plate. Komets come back again. Fight for it deep in the zone. And right now, the Komets are squeezing them into the zone pretty hard. Here we go again behind the net. Komets up the middle. Drive on the net. Hanging on Lerg.
That was Sedlowski. Got the quick shot that time as Fly dug it out from the defenseman, but he was on a bad angle. And the goaltender, Lear, just hugged the post, shot right into the pads, and he made the save with no rebound.
That was a great forecheck on that one, man. They couldn't even find the puck. Now we're coming, I hope, huh? Hey, this is Comet Hockey.
Oh, wow. Can you say good morning? I just discovered a new way to start my day off right. It's Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop's new Right Start Turkey Sausage Breakfast Sandwich. An amazing combination of fresh spinach, cheese, and an egg white omelet on an English muffin. It is 300 calories of delicious. And that, my friend, is all kinds of right. Gotta love your morning with Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. Great tasting breakfast, amazing coffee.
At participating U.S. restaurants for limited time.
This is Comet Hockey.
All right, we have a Komet penalty for goaltender interference, and that came at 6:05.
Correa let the shot go from the point right on the net, and just as the puck got there, was it Embach?
Yeah.
It might have been Embach that bumped into him and collided with the goaltender on the shot, and that's goaltender interference. Yeah, Embach is the one.
Embach picks it up.
And he tried to sidestep him, but the defenseman got in with him and everything, and he bumped the goalie on the play, and that'll be goaltender interference. Toledo on power play.
Look out, here they come. 1-0. Toledo the lead. It all happened at 4:13 to the first period, and we survive another one. Here we go, getting the face-off off the top. Has turned way up off the glass, and out it goes. Yep. There was a touch, says the referee.
Yep.
So that's good.
Komets out shooting them 5-1 in this period. Now they end up getting themselves into a power play. They had a little momentum going their way.
Couldn't stand prosperity.
Yeah, they just get a little aggressive, and before you know it, the bump at the goaltender, and we get a bad break on the play.
You can see why this works. Toledo has very few penalties ever. All right, here's Faille clearing it up ice. Sid going after it deep in the zone. Lerg's there. Round behind the net, came up on the right wall. Birschbach there. He's nailed by Sedlowski. Up they come into the zone. Sid trying for it again. Now Sid moving. He got his guy picked off. No further play there. Here comes Toledo, Fort Wayne zone. In they go, wide right, trying to shoot it. Barnes, he's there.
Save.
Blocked in front of the net. Here they come again. Komets chasing all the way behind the goal. Trying to get it to the point. Dropped off in the corner. Birchbaugh there, can't play. They look up top, still can't get a shot away. At the point, the drive, nice save. Komets with it again. Here's Saul.
Nagle
leading the rush 3-on-2. Into the zone they go. Saul's got it back, left side. Good drive at the net.
A save. That was Sidlowski on the off wing. Let the shot go. Lerg with the glove save. Out he went with it. As the Komets have broken down 3-on-2, and they got a good shot and a good save.
So no additional play on that one. 12:58 still on the clock. And there, I see the intensity is starting to build, and I hope I'm seeing it.
Yeah, you could feel the Komets a little urgent right now of trying to get things going. And they're getting some scoring chances. They're getting some bumps and some bangs. Sidlowski, a pretty good body check as he was killing off that penalty. So they still got 1 minute and 3 seconds of killing the penalty, so it's not over yet.
All right, faceoff will stay to the left of Jeff Lerg in the Toledo zone. It is the Walleye power play.
One of the 3 goals scored in the playoffs against Toledo was the shorthanded goal.
Yeah.
So let's do it again.
Here we come. Now Toledo behind their own net after taking the faceoff, trying to work their way back up ice. They lead it straight up the middle. Into the zone they come as Tam makes a good move on his guy.
Offside at the blue line. He stood him up, and that was enough to
That's
create
right.
it. Yeah.
That's all he had to do.
Yeah, Jinx, he held him up, and that was enough to throw everybody offside. As Tam makes the play, face-off will come outside the zone with 53 seconds power play time.
All right, Sidlowski now going to the face-off. I believe it,
out
or
there.
is it Sidlowski? No, I'm sorry, it's Severin.
And Schrock.
All right, they swing it back. Schwannard picks it up. The defense for Toledo. He still got it. They're going to chase him deeper as Severin looks. Out they come. Right D, long pass up ice into the zone. That one is chipped away, and back come the Komets for this one. Look out around behind the net, turned wide. Good move as it's chipped to center ice, that time by Schrock. Back with the puck comes Zarnausen, and Zarnausen puts it way up in the air into the corner. Nice hit by Daniels, missed him part of the way. Up ice they come again. Komets try to steal it, can't get it done. Look out up top, they get a man down front all the way across in front of the net. Round it comes Daniels, now chases his brother Justin off the play. Up ice they come. Trying to set it up, can't get the job done all the way cross rink. Good
Short
play
side.
off the side of the net. All right, back it comes. Tam takes a look way up the boards and down it
all
goes.
even, 5-on-5. Good
So
kill.
we survived that one, and there weren't too many dangerous chances. Here they come. Komets going hard, back up ice into the Fort Wayne D. Pick back up. Komets return it. Here it comes, tipped over the defense by Crowder. Goes back in the corner, runs his man off the puck out at the point. Here is Saul. Tip back, right across the goal mouth.
In front.
Back it comes now, trying to move it wide. Good hit, Saul drives his guy off. Came to center. Komets get it back. They've got it again. Chipped wide and into the feet that time of Crowder. They move it up at center ice, and there's some banging going down there right now.
There's Embach again coming
Here
from the wrong
we come.
wing.
Saul coming back up the zone. He's over center, flips it deep into the corner. Embach
icing.
cruises, but it's an icing. He was 1 foot from center ice.
Yeah, and he couldn't, he had to throw it in so quickly. He was offside, and that brings her all the way back into the Komet zone.
1-0 Toledo, 11:09 to go, period 2. This is Komet hockey.
I'm Ryan Recker in the Wobo Newsroom. Tom Henry will face Mitch Harper in the November general election for mayor of Fort Wayne. With the city council seats at large, John Crawford, Michael Baranda, Thomas Freistroffer at the top 3 for Republicans, Michelle Chambers, Terry Anderson, and Mike Avila leading the Democrats. In an upset, Paul Ensley beating Thomas Smith in the District 1 city council Republican race. Other winners, Thomas Didier, District 3, Jason Arp in District 4. For the Democrats, Michelle Merrick gets the nod in District 2, Glenn Hines in District 6. Get full election updates online at wowo.com.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
The net again.
All right, the little guy Lerg is under about 6 bodies, but he's got the puck.
Well, the puck came from the point. Krug was the one that let fly from a wrist shot again down low into a crowd, and somehow Lerg gets down low enough, makes the save, and everybody mingling around him.
He's already down low, Rob.
Yeah, he's pretty.
He's a heck of a goaltender.
Yeah.
You don't have to be big to be good, do you?
5'6". Yeah, that's so they list him at.
And if they don't let him shower, he's 5'7". All right, here we come one more time. Hurd going to the draw. trying to make the play. Ties his guy up. They scrum for it behind the net. Pick back up. Nightingale moving it back around the wall. Komets have it at center ice, taking a little look. Now here's Hurd. He's by one into the zone. Dumps it deep into the corner, going hard. It would be Severn. He nails his guy down the wall. Komets keep it alive. Here they come, all the way up the middle.
Shot! Score! There we are.
Got her.
Yeah, that
now
was
we're on the board.
Hurd, I think, gets the goal as a shot from the high slot. Meurs, I think, was the one that went in and took the defenseman off the puck, dug it out, looked for him, found him out in the high slot, took 2 steps. Down low between the pads. Komets tie it up. Nice goal.
And Hurd is a happy camper.
Yep.
He gives you what he's got, I'll tell you. So 10:25, that's at 9:35 the goal. We'll get it officially on the call here. And we're back to an even hockey game. And we've been working so hard, something had to happen.
Yep, we got some breaks on that. That's our 15th shot on goal and 8th shot this period. So we've had some pressure on them.
Fort Wayne, Komets goal.
Here we come.
Third of the playoffs, scored by number 92, Mitchell Hurd. Assisting on the goal, number 23, Garrett Meurs.
Meurs picks up.
Time of the goal, 9 minutes, 35 seconds.
We'll take it. That's the Lake Erie gang. Here's one that squirts loose in the corner. Komets at it. Out at the
Shot
point.
from the point again.
It's a drive.
Down low.
No additional play.
Yeah, a little
they
pushing
bang
and
away
shoving in front
of the
again.
net. Yep, Faille getting a couple of whacks at his guy besides.
That was Cura from the point again. He gets the puck on the net. As it came back to him, he let it go down low, right into the pads, but nobody was able to get a deflection or a screen on it as Lyric made the save again and killed the play.
Kucera's a pretty calm kid for just coming out of college.
Yes,
Good
he is.
shot,
Yep.
uses his head.
That's about his 3rd shot on goal,
It
and he
is,
doesn't
yeah.
panic with it.
No. So here we come, and right now we are going to what? We got a timeout coming here. I can't tell what. Anyway, this is Komet hockey.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Komet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186. About the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum.
Here's some good policy from your local agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When your insurance policy comes from us, it comes with something extra, a real person. Don't buy from an insurance company with an 800 number and a voicemail menu. Auto Owners Insurance operates exclusively through local independent agencies here to help you 24/7. Now that's good policy.
For all your insurance needs, visit Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
WOWO-AM and FM, Fort Wayne.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
Cody Saul just launched one of those torpedoes, and the little guy, Lurg, I think it drove him back a foot, but it didn't get him inside the goal
Well,
line.
a good draw by the Komets right back to the point. Martin threw it along the blue line, and Saul let fly a one-timer up high. Lurg made the save.
I'd heard
Good
back
shot.
into the draw again against Schwab. And this time Schwab knocks it loose. Picked back up. Schwannard working his way up the wall. Kept alive. Here's the drive. That one just wide of the net.
That was,
they're trying to get it going. Good forecheck Komets.
That was Meurs again.
Look out up top. Here they come. Kept in. Here's Saul again. He missed everything but the end of the ring.
Yeah, I got deflected and went right up high on him.
Yep.
Good forechecking by the Komets. Bottling them up.
We hadn't seen that before, but they're on that forecheck hard.
Yeah,
and they reduce a good team to an average team if you get a good forecheck.
Yeah, it looks like we're throwing our third man back high in the Toledo slot, and we're intercepting a couple of passes there and knocking passes down as they try to get out of the zone, and we're firing it right back on them. So they got the man right now where they want him.
Faille into the faceoff. He's got it kept alive to the point right side. Here's a drive. And let that one go by. Komets have it back. Here we come. Behind the net, Daniel still has it. He looks, can't play it. Where's he going with it? He gets so deep he has nowhere to go. Now here we come again. Komets after it. Faille trying to make the play. Bang, down in the corner. Somebody gets decked. Komets after it again. Here it comes out at the point. It is Tam from the point. Back in the corner. Komets reverse. Here we come again. Sidlowski. Here's Sid looking. Feeds back up the middle. Dumped all the way corner left side. Komets fight for it again. Embach down in there making the draw. Rowe Oh, and tripped on the play.
That should have been a penalty.
That should have definitely been a penalty.
Yeah, Fly a little upset with it.
Because he's been getting worked over pretty hard. Here they come. Komets with the puck on their way. Back up, taking a look. One loose man came at center. Good outlet pass. Daniels into the zone. Here we come. Faille at the net. Oh, and he juggles it a bit. Komets on the wall. Overskate the puck. Here comes Toledo. Back up. Ice on the carry. Holmstrom to the Fort Wayne line.
Offside,
Cuts across the side. Did they call it?
Yep, they got it.
Good.
Good play. Linesman, nice call.
Well, we're doing this again. We're standing the guy up, and we're making him slow down, and that's good.
Yeah, you can't let him fly over that blue line with the puck and the wingers break it at the same time. And the defense standing up, forcing it. That's another offside, and that's what they've got to do.
8:34 left in the period. Komets have come back to tie it. Hurd gets the goal. The assist goes to Meurs. And the face-off outside the Fort Wayne blue line on the offside play. All right, I guess we're okay now. Embach, he will head into the face-off against Holmstrom. Embach ties up his guy. They jam away at it. Knocked down by Nagle. He leaves it there. And they gets beat to the puck. Man out front. Take him. They did. Trying to make a play as it's Bartow coming up with it. Komets on the move. Lead pass is good to Pistilli. In goes Pistilli. Drives it around behind the net. Came far corner.
Hear that come right out front.
Really right out. Here we come.
Point shot coming.
Here's a drive.
Bartow.
Scramble front of the net. Komets fight for the puck. They keep it alive in the zone. Finally it comes to center. Kucera clears cross-rink to his defensive partner. He's backing up to turn him. And here's Kucera taking a look. Nice play up the zone as he gives it off to Embach. He flipped it into the corner. Oh, and I mean, it's a good nail there by Pistilli. Here comes Toledo. Back up ice, and it is look out. Whoa, come on. Picked it back up. Good touch pass. Here they come again. Moving hard as Hurd into the zone. Saul can't finish the play. Komets get it back, though. Down they come again. Turn back off the wall, and a bad pass by Pistilli came wide. Now Pistilli back trying to get his guy off the play in front of the net.
Everybody
Saul gets him wide, but they get a shot behind the net this time. Komets try to clear it. It comes off on the right wall. Birchbaugh can't play. Out at the point. Going left point pass on the play. All jammed up top, down deep and behind the net. Look out. Came up Komets. Lead pass. Come on. Embach standing flat. Didn't even make a play on it. Now they turn their back on the puck. Komets atta boy.
Nagles grabs on as Saul holds the man off in front.
No additional play.
Yeah.
Boy, did they ever lose the zone in a hurry there.
Well, you can see when you make a bad pass and you don't get it out of your zone, it comes right back on you. And they were tired, and Toledo got possession, was moving it pretty well.
They little behind the pass, bank off the boards passes where you don't know where they're going.
7:03 to go.
This is Komet Hockey.
Need a good night's sleep? Then get over to one of Mattress Firm's 4 locally owned showrooms, including our Super Center on Coliseum Boulevard. Bring in your Comet game ticket stub to receive 15% off Sealy Posturepedic, Stearns & Foster, and Hampton & Rhodes. Mattress Firm has the largest selection of all these brands and every Tempur-Pedic available. Mattress Firm offers easy credit and payment terms, up to 5 years at 0% APR. Nobody sells for less. Mattress Firm, nationally known, locally owned, America's #1 sleep shop. And now back to Komet Hockey with Bob Chase.
All right, boy. One guy who doesn't know what's going on, he does, really, Eric Faille. They have him targeted along with that whole money line, and they're not giving them a chance to even breathe.
Exactly. They know Fly and they know Sidlowski, and they don't want them scoring against them. And when you sit down and put a game plan together, that's probably one of them right there. Keep them off the scoreboard.
Nice face-off, but unable to catch it was Bartow. Now, don't take any extra time. Cross rink we come as Kucera moving over center into the zone. Nice safe play
over
back
the red
in the
line.
corner. Hard we go down the wall. Komets going in on the forecheck. Here's Kucera. Got it back. Cross rink on the play. It's up high. Komets get it again. Turning it out to the point. Kucera sends it at the net. They got it knocked down in front, but Faille couldn't get it directed in the right way, and here comes Toledo. Back the other way. Cover your guy in front of the net. They got him. Oh, nice pass out front, and Perini.
Net got collided on.
As the anchor came right out of the ice on that one with 6:11 still to go in the period. It is a 1-1 tie. Komets are back on the board. Hurd at 9:35, his third of the playoffs.
And shots on goal, 15-14 right now. 18 to 12. 18-12. We picked up quite a few in the last couple of minutes.
Banging away.
And actually 11 shots in this period. Toledo only 6. We've got the 1 goal and tied it up 1-1.
So this is game 3, of course, and the Komets trail the series 2-0. Very important here that this happens as it does. One other game going tonight in the ECHL. Florida is at South Carolina. They're tied at 1. We'll review that score at the end of period number 2. Roman Will, my guest. So listen to this guy. He's quite a man. All right, here's Hurd back into the draw. It's picked up and cleared all the way back inside the Toledo zone. Going back in a hurry to play it is Sims. No icing is called. They get it behind the net, working
Schrock
hard.
got in there.
Here it is, all the way up top. By 1, it's Hurd in front of the net. Who's got it now? Here they come 2-on-2 to the Fort Wayne line. Cannot get by as it is. Martin turns this guy off the play. It came to the point. Dropped down in front of the net. Out they come, kept alive. Spun down left corner. Komets react to this one. Here we come, back up ice as hit off the play that time. Hurd, back they come, cross rink. And
Blocked in front by
they're
Martin.
giving them way too much room. Here they come, behind the net. Komets try to get the play. Hurd lost it out at the point. Lampy turns it back and attaboy. It was just time that Nagle said, let's get a hold of this thing and have a face-off.
Yeah, when they start running around and they miss the passes, that's when Toledo defense pinches in, and they really put the pressure on the Komet net.
All right, we're looking at 1-1, Komets and Toledo, and this is Komet hockey.
Now let us start in full lotus position and align your chakras. Now transport yourself to Partners First Federal Credit Union, where you will achieve payment-topia. It is the bad karma from your current high-interest auto loan that is keeping you from full enlightenment. Partners First rates and extended terms will free you.
Payment-topia can be yours, whether you're refinancing or getting pre-approved for a new auto loan. Just visit one of our 5 Fort Wayne Partners First locations or go online at partners1stcu.com.
You are listening to Komet Hockey with Bob Chase, Radio Ringside.
All right, Komets got caught in their own zone around the far wall. Here we come as it's moved up ice as it's Perlini. And in he goes out front. Here they go.
Right to the net.
And
Rebound.
Rebound and it laid out there. Nobody had it.
They're going to call a penalty on it. Fly broke in on his backhand as he cut to the net. He got a little hook by the defenseman. He got the shot on net. The rebound came out. Nobody got it, but the hooking call will be called against Toledo.
So what do we have here? A hooking call, huh?
Who is it?
Time of the call was 14:58. And it goes to Birchbach.
First power play of the game for the Komets. We've had 2 other by Toledo, and the Komets are there first, and an opportunity here to go ahead.
Hurd back in the face-off against Jenks, and Jenks is their face-off guy, but Hurd got them all covered up now down in the corner. Zidlowski gets nailed on the play. The puck still scrum for down in the corner. Meurs trying to get it. He's got it now. All the way out at the point. From the point, back on the wall, half wall. Here they come. Hurd heading them down. Takes a look. Where is he going to go with it? And he's hit from behind on the plate. Driven off the puck hard. And he still manages to handle it. Here it comes. Pistilli came back to Hurd. They knocked the Komet down in front of the net. Pistilli sends it wide. Komets get it back. Here we go again as it's Crowder. Crowder slowly out behind the net. Crouch comes back with the puck. Feeds it up the middle. Cross. Oh, my.
Couldn't get the shot.
That was Hurd. He had everything going except the shot. Now Embach playing a little catch with Pistilli. Hurd the drive. Broken stick. Coming back again. Embach moving it back up the wall. Komets keep it alive. Hurd out the point. Down in the corner again. Trying to make a move deep. Can't play it. Up ice they come. Knocked down by Embach. Embach back in a bad pass. He was gonna get that.
Look out, a breakaway. Toledo.
Yo.
Check.
Good move. Here comes Crowder. Back up ice.
Makes the save.
Into the zone. Lead pass is in front. Here's a drive.
Over the net.
And a good shot that time as the Komets break in. Komets, good forecheck, keeping it alive. Down they come. 2-on-1 the other way.
Gonna beat
Back
Daniel.
in a hurry. Here comes Crowder.
Hit the broken stick.
Yep. Thank you. Toledo helped us there.
Yeah, pretty loose on the play. And Toledo killing a penalty. They pick up. They think of scoring goals is what they think about. They were breaking out of their zone as fast as they could.
We are 1-1, period 2. This is Komet hockey.
I'm Ryan Recker in the Wobo Newsroom. Tom Henry will face Mitch Harper in the November general election for mayor of Fort Wayne. With the city council seats at large, John Crawford, Michael Baranda, Thomas Freistroffer at the top three for Republicans, Michelle Chambers, Terry Anderson, and Mike Avila leading the Democrats. In an upset, Paul Ensley beating Thomas Smith in the District 1 city council Republican race. Other winners, Thomas Didier, District 3, Jason Arpin, District 4. For the Democrats, Michelle Merrick gets the nod in District 2, Glenn Hines in District 6. Get full election updates online at wowo.com.
This is Comet Hockey.
Komets now try to dig it out of the corner as Embach working away. Perlini working at it. They're cruising in. The point has suddenly been abandoned. Nobody's around. And this is the kind of stuff that gives you breakaways.
Daniels has got to back off.
Yep. Here they come, far side. Komets get it back. Cross rink we come. Sidlowski drive, and there's a rebound. Komets get it again. Held in. Down it comes again. Komets feed it deep. Has knocked
There they
out.
are, all even. 5-on-5. Heads up.
Here's Faille at the net. Oh, right out front. Can't finish the play. Down they come one more time. Picked up by Perlini. Good back check. Sidlowski goes in, turns Lampe off the puck. Up they come again. Komets try to keep it alive. And at the point, they've still got it. Here we come. On through. Trip on the play, no call. They've got two men down, but we got it covered. Nice back check by Saul. Down they come on the zone. Komets pick it back up. Meurs on his way, takes a look. Short pass up the zone. Daniels got it, turned it out, and it's center ice to the Fort Wayne line. Tipped into the zone nicely. Up top. Here it is. Great shot that time. As it was it Meurs? Yep. Meurs picked up the shot. Here we come again. A little magic with Hurd down there as he is being ragged by Niedermayel, and he won't give it up. Here they come behind the net. Komets get it again. This time it is going to be Schrock down in the corner. Puck comes all the way back. Fort Wayne zone into the corner. Let's get back in case. It is an ice, and we get a whistle. 2:03 still left in period 2. We are tied 1-1. Komets and the Toledo Walleyes here at the Memorial Coliseum in Fort Wayne, Indiana. It's game 3. A game the Komets must win. They trail the series 2 games to none.
Great second period for the Komets here. They've really picked the pace up, and they've really gone after them, out shooting them and everything, but they still need a couple of goals.
You can bend this Toledo club. You can't break them. Here we come. The face-off, weakly turned. Up comes Toledo to the Fort Wayne line. Barnes trying to go by the D. He's chased off the play, but he got it back, and that time he's nailed to the wall, and the Komets chip it loose. Crowder takes a look, came back up the wall, feeds to the D, light up at center. Here they come. All the way cross rink, intercepted, and back comes Toledo on the wing left side. In they walk, got the shot, nice save, and hanging on Nagle. Yep.
He was down in his pads. He looked behind him for a second. He had a piece of it, and hopefully it stayed right where it was. He got the whistle. Good save.
That's the most famous words I ever hear goaltenders, utter. I got a piece of it.
Yeah, I got a piece of it. Yeah, the point is where to go after that. So
you got the wrong piece.
Yeah. Minute 36 seconds, second period here. Face-off in the Komet zone. Fly out there right now.
1-1 is our score. Faille with his nemesis, Jenks. Jenks comes up with it again. Front of the net, kicked away nicely. As Nagle seems to have some pretty good timing. Out they come to center. The foot race on for this one. Back into the defense. And Toledo comes right back up the middle, and now the Komets have it. Whoa, and I mean to tell you, that hurt.
Yeah, who got that? Knee to knee.
Yeah, whoever it was. It was Sidlowski.
Sidlowski. Collision at center ice there. I think it was with the big guy, too, wasn't it? Jinx. And they collided, and Sidlowski's grabbing his knee, and that's not good. It was a collision. They were both sort of awkward reaching for the puck. And Jigs just got the better side of it. Tough break.
Yeah.
There it is there. It was just a collision.
And here we go. All the things you don't want to see. And all of the things, especially that.
Yeah, there we are right there.
Yeah, he took a little run at Sid.
Yeah, he was going after him, and then when Sidlowski reached out for the puck, he finished the check, and Sidlowski was stretched out, and he collided with the knee. So
kind of quiet in here right now as Sid's trying to get back up.
Yeah, he looks like he's going to try to get up himself, which is a good sign. So
he's a tough kid.
Yeah.
Tough kid. So I imagine the orthopedic guy will be looking at him.
Yeah, well, hopefully
ASAP.
it might not be the knee. It may be a Charlie horse up in the thigh or anything. So we'll just have to hope and see if they can get something on it and that he's not that hurt. So.
Or that's the way they planned it, so that he can lay in the weeds in the third period. Huh? All right, Sid will go straight to the dressing room. And he's on his own power. That's good.
Yeah, he's got the trainer with him, but
he's limping a little bit.
Hobbling down there, so that's a good sign.
But you get a hit bone to bone sometimes. They are positively shot.
Yeah, well, that's why they have major penalties on those when situations like that come along. If there's any antenna to it, they're gone.
All right, here we come. Face-off is outside the Toledo blue line. Komets with Hurd picking that one up. Down they come at the line, into the zone, all the way wide. Meurs there, trying to get a shot away behind the net. And a good hit by Meurs as trying to pick it off that time will be the forward. Severin can't get there. Komets again. Look at this guy.
Last minute of the period.
He's all the way out front. He's there.
And he got nailed.
Nailed, but did he get the goal?
Well, no, there's no goal, but there's the penalty going to be on it. And here we go right now.
Somebody down there working pretty hard.
Yeah. Well, it was.
And right now, Saul's got a couple of them tied up.
Meurs had one guy.
Meurs went after his guy, and then somebody.
Saul's got somebody behind the net. He's got defenseman Barnes.
And somebody jumped Hurd after he got knocked down.
See, I think what the call's going to be, I think the defenseman jumped at him. He left his
did.
feet.
He sure in hell did.
As Hurd cut to the net, he was cutting in to get the shot. The defenseman come across, and he had his head down, so, I mean, he's going to get hit. But I think he left his feet, and that's going to be what the call's going to be.
Well, you know, in the olden days, they had a word that described that I used a number of years ago, and some social correct person almost lost my job on it. And I almost said it tonight. It's an old World War II mental.
Yeah.
But I didn't say it.
And Severin is in the box right now. I think he went in after the defense.
He did, yes.
And the retaliation. So Severin is in the box right now. The Toledo box is open. There was going to be a penalty, I believe, on the defenseman who nailed Hurd in front of the net. And we'll see if anybody else gets any penalties.
They're having conversation down below.
Saul might get away with it. We'll see if anything's going to come from it.
Well, Saul wasn't really involved.
He was tangling and everything behind the net. No punches were
He was keeping things clear.
Yeah.
And it doesn't appear there's a Toledo penalty in sight at the moment.
Here it is again, cutting to the net. Yeah, and the defenseman stood him up pretty good. I mean, that was pretty rough, tough hockey right there.
That's Lampy, and this kid is an old-timer. He knows how to hit.
Yeah, he saw him cutting to the net, and he was going to make him pay the price. Here it is again, right there. He had his head down.
Yeah.
Yeah, he popped him. And then there's Severin come in on top of it. And that's the penalty that's going to be called, Severin.
Cross-check.
Cross-checking in front.
1906. 1-1 is our score.
Yeah, I was thinking that the defenseman coming across may have left his feet and jumped at him, but he didn't. He just moved right into him. He saw him with his head down. He was going to hit him. And pretty solid check right there. And you said it before. You get near that Toledo defense and look out. They're all over you. And that's what tough going is right there when you know you're going to go to that net.
They play all night and they're not extra physical, but don't get near that little kid in goal or you're down.
That's exactly right.
Counting lights in the ceiling in a hurry.
Yeah.
All right, big face-off here is Faille. We'll move back into the draw
short
against Jenks for the rest of this period. We're short. Big face-off to the right. Up it comes to the point. From the point, what do they got? Nothing going in the corner. Here they come, trying to move it back out. Still can't get it there. On the point, they come cross-ring, picking it back up, holding it on the wall. In front of the net, can't shoot it. Nicely saved on the play.
Nagle's right there at the goal crease.
And everybody straightening themselves up. No
big guy
additional
Jinx
play.
right on the doorstep, tried to get a backhand on him, and Nagle stood his ground, made the pad save, then grabbed the rebound.
All right, 38 seconds still left here in the period. Remember, Roman Will, my guest, between periods 2 and 3. He has the night off. First time in a couple of weeks. We'll face it off again to the right of Pat Nagle, who's playing a solid game here tonight, believe you me. 20-16. Shots on goal favor the Komets. Faille back into the draw again against Jenks, and he got this one. Here come the Komets. Up ice. Flipped all the way back to center. Turned back up the wall near side. Komets try to break that up. Get on back where you belong. They fired in behind the net. 25 seconds left. Down on the wall. Good hit by Martin, he gets another hit far side, but on the half wall right, they dump it in behind the net. Here come the Komets on their way.
Schrock dumps it in.
Sends it deep into the corner and motors in after it. He's got it. Around the wall, fights his way through a check. Komets keep it alive. Here's Embach. He's there. He's out front. He's pulled down hard. Back they come at center. Komets chase it down. Here's Martin. Ooh, and he threw a blind pass and almost got caught with an onside play, but the buzzer goes. The period is over. We're tied 1-1. Komets and Toledo Walleyes. This is Komet hockey.
College living should be as exciting as college itself. Your home shouldn't be just a space to cram for exams while eating day-old pizza. Why settle when you can have off-campus, resort-style amenities where you can study, eat, socialize, and relax in style? Think The Grove. Think fully loaded college living. The Grove is currently leasing with rates starting as low as $440 a month. All apartments are fully furnished, utilities included. Choose your next home today at www.gogrove.com or call 486-5202.
I've heard a lot behind the bar here at Applebee's, and one of the most confusing topics is the raw food diet. Those are ingredients, not meals. But Applebee's gets it, and that's why they've created the Pub Diet. It has all of your bar and grill favorites made a little better for you, like the pepper-crusted sirloin with whole grains and the cedar-grilled lemon chicken, packed with protein, under 600 calories, and only at Applebee's. Prices and participation vary. Alcohol advertisement intended for consumers 21 and over.
Bees Late Night means half price select appetizers. Unwind with us Sunday through Thursday after 9 p.m. Time for the Tim Hortons Coffee Break Intermission Report. Presented by Tim Hortons, the official coffee and donuts of the Komets.
We're still tied here at 1-1 at the end of 2. Second period was all Komets. They had 13 shots on goal, just 8 shots on goal for Toledo, and it showed. We get the goal that puts us up with a tie. 20 minutes to go. Anybody's hockey game, and our momentum at the moment looks good.
Yeah, the aggressiveness and the forechecking and everything created a lot of shots on goal. Actually got them the scoring chance as they dug it out from behind the net on a pretty solid body check by Meurs. Knocked the defenseman off it, picked it up, threw it in the high slot. Hurd was there, and he let a good shot go down low from about 25 feet out. So the forechecking is the key to it. You got to get in and play the body against it, and hopefully you can dig it out and get a shot on net from them. They got themselves 13, and pretty aggressive period for the Komets there.
Well, the first period was kind of a whole hummer. 1 penalty call, Crowder at 8:58, 1 goal, Firk at 4:13, shots on goal 8-7 Toledo. Second period, 6:05, Embach, goaltender interference. And then Hurd scores the goal, 9:35. The assist going to Meurs. We're tied 1-1. And then Brisbaugh comes up for a hooking call at 14:58. No harm done. Severn at 19:06. A cross check, and that one is still in effect for 1 minute and 5 seconds.
Yeah.
We outshoot them by a 13-6 margin. Not bad.
No.
Now, what are we going to do? Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to get this thing right around to the fella that I promised for you. And that, of course, is Roman Will. He'll be back. This is Komet Hockey.
Midwest Gloves and Gear is always in full bloom and boasts a broad line of garden gloves and accessories that suit any gardener's needs. The Garden Glove line features many gloves for mom, dad, and kids. The accessory line features garden tools, hats, kneeling benches, bags, footwear, and more to help make sure your garden always stays in full bloom. When you need gloves and gear, think Midwest Glove and Gear, Chillicothe, Missouri.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital and Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has added some new members to the team. Introducing the all-new Jeep Cherokee with legendary Jeep performance and incredible fuel economy starting at $22,900 minus incentives. Also now on the starting lineup is the all-newly redesigned Chrysler 200 with its striking design and powerful standard engine. This is a new crowd favorite with great value. The new scrapper on the team is the all-new Dodge Hellcat. With 701 horsepower, this secret weapon will leave the competition wondering what hit them. Otenyo is a proud sponsor of Komet Hockey, and we invite all the fans to come experience the difference in your next car buying experience. See the complete lineup of new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks, all at Otenyo on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online all the time at OtenyoAuto.com.
I'm Ryan Recker in the WOWO Newsroom. Tom Henry is set to face Mitch Harper for mayor of Fort Wayne in the November general election. For the Democrats, Henry running away with 76% of the vote, Harper 83% of the vote for the Republicans. Election officials hope for about a 25% voter turnout. It came way short, just under 10%. In an upset, Paul Ensley beating incumbent Thomas Smith for the District 1 City Council Republican race. Other winners were Thomas Didier in District 3, Jason Arp in District 4. And for the Democrats, Michelle Merritt gets the nod for District 2, Glenn Hines in District 6. Mayor primary winners include Terry McDonald in New Haven, Richard Hopner in Woodburn, Patricia Fiesel in Ligonier, Ron Walter in Butler, Ted Christensen in Garrett, Brooks Fetters in Huntington, Margaret Salb in Wabash, Randy Gieseman in Portland. And in Kosciuszko County, they voted yes for the referendum that would rebuild Lincoln Elementary School and renovate parts of Edgewood Middle School and Washington Elementary. The price estimated to cost no more than $40 million. Get election results by going online now to WOWO.com.
Introducing the new Subway Simple 6 menu. 6 of our best 6-inch subs, now in made just for you meals. For just $6 every day.
I got it made fresh at Subway.
Take your pick from 6 of our best subs, like the Italian BMT, tender turkey breast, sweet onion chicken teriyaki, and more. With a 21-ounce drink and a bag of chips, the new Simple 6 menu is value made simple every day. Yeah, you so got it made.
Subway.
Prices and participation may vary. Additional charges for extras plus tax. See stores for menu selections. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
Here's some good policy from your local agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When your insurance policy comes from us, it comes with something extra, a real person. Don't buy from an insurance company with an 800 number and a voicemail menu. Auto Owners Insurance operates exclusively through local independent agencies, here to help you 24/7. Now that's good policy.
For all your insurance needs, visit Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne. Time for the Tim Hortons Coffee Break Intermission Report. Presented by Tim Hortons, the official coffee and donuts of the Komets.
All right, Matt Lowry got him on the hot seat here for a minute. Big one tonight, down 0-2. Finally, guy gets a night off. Roman will. I know nobody's happy to have a night off, especially if you're a goaltender. But you've been carrying a pretty heavy load here for a while, and maybe just roll the dice and see what a change of scenery will do, eh?
Yeah, I think it might be good for us because, you know, it's new energy with Pat, and he's really good goalie, and I believe so much that we are going to win this series, and it will start with today's first game, and, you know, it's playoffs, and I was talking with Pat, and we both said that we don't really care who will play. We just want to have the rink at the end of the year, and, you know, if Play will play now every game till the final, I don't really care, and I will be so happy.
A lot of difference between Kalamazoo and Toledo in play style and speed, eh?
Yeah, it was a tough series against KZoo, and I think it was great for us to have them in first round. But Toledo is a great team, and I think this series should be the final of whole ECHL. But we got them now, and we have to do our best every night.
We do well on home ice. We seem to be more aggressive on home ice. We cover our ice a lot better here than we do on the road, whether it's just a familiarity or what, but I'm sure down 2-0, we know what we have to do tonight.
Yeah, it's just 2-0, you know, it's not for nothing yet, and,
right.
You know, playing this rink is unbelievable. The fans are so loud, and we are so excited to play here, and I'm so excited for tonight. It will be another day in jungle here, and I'm so excited.
So your goaltending coach is leaving you, eh?
Yeah, it's a pretty sad day for me today, but it's great to be when he's here. Me and Pat, we felt so much better because, you have some feedback from goalie coach, and it's great. And we do extra stuff after, and we also do that when he's not here. But when he's here, he gives us that feedback, and we're working on new stuff. So yeah, I hope he told me now that he will come for third round. So I'm excited to see him.
It's a case you're exactly right, where regardless of who you're playing with, sometimes even your goaltending partner can't spot things that a guy as sharp as he can do it. So you need that dimension in order to get what you need for coaching.
Yeah. Me and Pat, we are good friends, but on the ice we compete against each other, and that's the best thing what you can have with your goalie partner. And I wish him best luck, and how I said, if he steals my job now for the rest of the year, I don't really mind, and I wish him best luck.
Well, if you can't get it stolen back, he's doing pretty well, eh?
Yeah, I will fight for that to be stolen back, but as long as we will win, how I said, it doesn't matter who is in the net.
You're a pleasure to watch, and your attitude's incredible. And as a young man with a sight on where you want to go, your aim is high, and you're not going to stop till you get there, eh?
Yeah, I will never stop that. I'm a big believer, and I already said this in Czech when I signed to NHL. It was nobody expect that, and I will say that if you believe, you can achieve whatever you want, and this is the only thing what I have in my mind. And also, I love quotes and all that stuff around, and I put on my mask, believe in your dreams, and it's on my screen on my phone. It's everywhere. So how I said, I believe all the time, and that's me. I really like this quote, and how you said, I will never stop believing.
Well, if you can improve as much as you have this year, and consistent seasons and even off seasons, you're going to hit your target pretty quick, and we sure are pulling for you.
It will be great, but there is a lot of heart behind it, and Fort Wayne helped me a lot. I feel like home here, and the people are great, team is great, coaches, everybody is great, and I really love to spend time here, and I think that was the best thing for me. What can happen this year is better to play here than sit in AHL, and I think this was really important that Colorado sent me here to play.
Well, I hope it's a good rest for you tonight and everything works out well. And you're right, Nags can do the job as well. You guys are two phenomenal goaltenders. So keep trading it out, fight like that for that job back, eh?
Yeah, we will, and I hope that I will be happy after tonight's game.
We're all going to be happy. Yep. Thanks. Have a good one yourself.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, that's Roman Will, and we'll be back in a moment. This is Komet Hockey.
This is Kaylee Schrock, catching a quick workout at Spice Fitness. When I'm not on the ice, this is where you'll find me and the rest of your Fort Wayne Komets. As members, players enjoy a wide variety of fitness equipment as well as full access to the many programs and services offered at Spice. Free group fitness and aquatic classes, large locker rooms with towel service, nutrition services, social activities, personal training and sports performance, an indoor track, aquatic center, and much more. And there's so much equipment at Spice Fitness, you seldom have to wait for your workout. Conveniently located off I-69 and Lima Road. Join the Komets and join the Spice family today.
Looking for a full-service and elegant reception hall for any occasion? Then check out Classic Cafe's Catering and Event Center on Hillegas Road. Their totally remodeled, redecorated facility, beautiful and easily will accommodate up to 450 guests. They have 5 acres of land, perfectly suited for company picnics, car shows, or other outdoor events. Classic Cafe has been providing professional catering services in the Fort Wayne area for over 20 years, and they've earned a reputation for flexible service, great home-cooked foods, and all at very reasonable rates. They'll do it all, breakfast, lunches, and dinners, whether it be at their new catering facility or at your home, school, church, or business. So take it from me, Bob Chase, someone who's been enjoying the home-cooked food for years. If you're looking for a catered reception hall for your next event, give Classic Cafe a call at 458-2982 or check out the website at ClassicCafeInc.com. The Komet's choice for professional catering service.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Komet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186. About the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum.
Hey, it's me, your checking account. Listen, there was some suspicious activity like a week ago. Yeah, I meant to tell you earlier, but I forgot. Sorry.
We were curious. Wouldn't you rather have a checking account that puts you in the know faster and helps stop account fraud faster? Open a Fifth Third checking account with instant alerts at 53.com/alerts and get transaction notifications right to your phone. Fifth Third Bank, the curious bank. Member FDIC. $50 minimum deposit to open a checking account. Mobile data and text message charges may apply. Contact provider for details, subject to internet banking terms and conditions.
O'Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has the deals you've been looking for on all the new 2015 models. Starting at $16,900, the all-new 2015 Dodge Dart is already a bestseller with great fuel economy and sporty looks. Now get incredible savings and low monthly payments on this new model. The Ram 1500 pickup, two-time Truck of the Year with more power and guts than any other truck on the market. With its striking design and powerful standard engine, this is one tough truck. Also, check out our new line of commercial ProMaster vans for all your work needs. And Chrysler has perfected the family vehicle with the Chrysler Town & Country. 7-passenger seating, dual TVs, satellite radio, and all with a great price and exceptional value. Come see the complete lineup of new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks, all at O'Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We're on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online all the time at O'DanielAuto.com.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Time for the Tim Hortons Coffee Break Intermission Report. Presented by Tim Hortons, the official coffee and donuts of the Komets.
All right, we're going to be back. They are coming back, too. The referee and the linesman are there. The Bronx cheer is quite evident as to what's been going on. And we'll check the Meyer out-of-town scoreboard for you. One other game that we have going, and the report on that is a 1-1 tie, as last we knew. Florida at South Carolina. So that's where we are there. And South Carolina's got a 2-0 lead in that one. Here, of course, we're 1-1 at the end of two, the Komets and the Toledo Walleyes. 20 minutes still to go, and for all the marbles. Don't forget the simple savings you get with Meyer MPerks digital coupons and rewards. Sign up today at mperks.meyer.com. After two, the Komets and the Toledo Walleyes are tied at 1 as the Komets began to gain momentum here in period number 2. Period 3 is just around the corner. This is Komet Hockey.
Nagle Brick Company carries hundreds of styles of brick, literally something for every taste. With the change in the seasons, it's good to know that Nagle also offers a wide variety of fireplaces, many of them Heat and Glow's finest, to add style to your home and warm it up on those cold evenings. They can even put a Heat and Glow insert into your existing fireplace to make it more efficient. Be sure to check out their fireplace showroom for some design ideas. Nagle Brick is located on Fort Wayne's north side, not far from the Spies Fieldhouse. For a great Heat and Glow fireplace or that perfect brick for your home, see Nagle, N-O-B, Nagle Brick.
Time for the Tim Hortons Coffee Break Intermission Report. Presented by Tim Hortons, the official coffee and donuts of the Komets.
All right. I would suggest we're probably ready to put this rascal back in action again as the Komets back again to defend down to my left, and that's where Pat Nagle set up. They will attack from left to right, and your radio dial at Radio Rinkside. Conversely, the little guy, Jeff Lerds, at the other end of the rink, and he's so active even where at the other end he's down there up and down, faking, playing shots.
Yeah.
Nervous little guy.
Yep. The last 2 games we played them in the playoffs, Toledo has scored 2 goals in the third period in each game to put the game away. So we have to definitely have a good start and keep it going and build the momentum like we did in that second period and get that next goal, which obviously is very important.
Well, if we didn't forget last period, we're not in bad shape, but you never know. It's just like the weather. Wait a minute, and it'll change.
Yeah. And I see an empty spot on the bench, so I doubt if Sidlowski is going to return for this period.
Yeah, we'll see here.
And hopefully we'll hope for the best and see how what happens for the upcoming game. So
maybe that'll make somebody else play even harder.
Let's go. Everybody's going to have to dig down deeper and go at it. Still a man short for a minute and 5 seconds. The Komets.
Komets go in on an active forecheck. Is down deep. That's Schrock. Anybody that energetic, I wouldn't even have to check his number. Schrock, he's just positively a dynamo as a penalty kill. They're still holding that forecheck in pretty good, and here they come the other way. All the way to the corner, tipped down deep into the zone, behind the net.
Martin, good hit.
Snapped away, and out behind the net we come, and it's cleared the length of the rink again.
Yeah, that time the Komets caught the defense pinching in for Toledo, fired it all around the boards. They had nobody back there and broke the press.
Schwab on his way again. He can engineer a lot of crazy stuff. Into the zone he goes, gets by his man, and they put it right back again. Good stand-up.
And Daniels dumped that down.
Defense picking it off. Sims behind the net, chased now by Fort Wayne. Out at center, moving in left side to the zone. Birschbaugh can't get the shot away. Down they come. Komets again. They've got 3 men up. Let's take a look. Got something
Daniels
going here.
racing up.
Here it is, all the way up top. Drive!
Oh, got the glove save.
Yep, you got it up on Lurg. You can put it in the old eyeball, and it's a goner.
Yeah, there's that play again where, again, Daniels went wide. He had an alley to go to the net and at least get in a lot closer. Instead, he was looking for Fly coming in late in the high slot. He threw it back to him, and he let the shot go from just inside the blue line. But I thought Daniels maybe should have gone to the net and then looked for him, but they like to throw it back into the slot and get the trailer.
He'd have made the kid commit and goal. Here we come. Komets again, off behind
all
the
even
Komets
again. 5-on-5, both teams.
And right now, Lurg is just hanging on. I think he can sense we've got some momentum, and he doesn't want to let anything get loose on him.
Yeah, he's usually pretty good on the rebounds around the net there, and you don't see him make too many mistakes back there.
So here we come with the lines changed as Hurd comes back at center. Meurs along with, we'll check the other winger. I think it's Pistilli. Komets have it down in the corner. Here we go, around behind the net. Chouinard coming back up with it.
Severin
get out at the point. It's Severin. Okay, down we come, digging for it. Down the wall, banging away. As in they go, off behind the goal. Another good hard forecheck, as that time it was Hurd who got a piece of it. Down they come, up in front of the net, trying to cover the guy. And the forecheck's working pretty good so far, but now they're breaking a guy out at center. Good hit that time as Meurs spun his guy off the play. But look out, here it comes high, all the way on the left wall, trying to move it back. They step away from the play as Jenks gets away from the hit. Up ice they come, spinning it in front of the net. Now they break it up, turn behind the goal. Came cross rink as Severin is there. Took his guy off the play. Out the middle, coming loose is Meurs. He's behind the D, but it's poked away from his stick. Down he comes on the wall. Took his man, and then he's knocked to the ice hard on the play, but he's sitting on the puck. In goes Pistilli, and we have a whistle.
The whistle.
Meurs was not about to move. He knew where it was.
Yeah, well, once he goes down like that in a scramble and they start digging and chopping at him, they better roll the whistle. They're just going to create problems.
Yeah.
Line changed by both teams. Set up in the Toledo zone for the face-off.
Third period underway. 17:52 left. Komets and Toledo. It's tied 1-1. All right, Faille back into the face-off again. He tries to tie it up into the zone as Crowder watched this one go around the far wall, nails his guy. As Crowder goes in, turned back in the corner. Severin picking it off. Good forecheck. Komets again. Puck squirts out. They got a loose man coming down the far wing, and they just sort of outskate the check. Back up the wall. Here's Crowder looking, and cross rink. Here we come. Over center, into the zone. They're looking. Away goes Faille. He can't find his guy. Shot on goal.
Crowder there.
That one came up on the screen, and that says whistle face-off inside the Toledo zone with 17:22 to go in this match. We're tied at 1.
Yeah, Fly made a nice play there. Went down, got inside the circle. Then he circled to the boards, gave Crowder time to go to the net. He threw it at the net. The deflection was at the net, either by Lang or by Crowder, and it got deflected up over the glass. But at the net, the action thrown right there.
All right, no 10th forward anymore with Sidlowski out. Everybody's in. Here's Schrock trying to move back up ice. He's nailed on the play, but up with the puck comes Schwab. He's on his way to the line, going across the zone. Komets break it up, and they get away. Got a forward to Biscuit. Where are we coming? Move nice. Daniels, in he goes, all the way right side. Around
to the net, looking to the front.
They got a point.
Right on the net.
Oh, and I mean bang, on the money all the way.
Yeah, they found the man in the high slot, and he got the shot on the net. And Lurg made a heck of a save. I think it was Schrocker who went right to the front of the net. The pass came out from behind. He got good solid wood on it, and Lurg made the save down low. And that's as far as it went, as everybody converged right on the net.
That was our 22nd shot on goal.
That was a good play right there. That would have been a big goal for Schrocker to get that one.
16:59 still on the books in period 3 at a 1-1 tie in game 3.
Schrocker.
Here we come. Hurd now ready in the face-off against Jenks. Hurd's got it. Here it is from the point. Shot
on the
save.
net. Yeah.
And again, way out, nobody around in front of him at all. Easy pick that time.
Yeah, from the face-off, everybody picked somebody and pushed them to the left. Puck right down the middle, and Lurg makes the save.
So here we come again. Hurd back in a draw. He and Jenks again. Everybody ready? I guess so. Let's drop the biscuit here. And Hurdsey gets another one. Out at the point, at the net, behind the goal, trying to make the chase on the play. Toledo coming back up top, held into the zone again, and turned back in the corner. Around behind the net, the goaltender at least making the play on this one. Here comes Hurd again. Behind the net, he's got the puck. And he dragged it, couldn't finish the play. In it comes as Saul drives his guy loose. Cross rink, here we are.
Quick.
It's a drive, and Lurg was way out of his net. He had the play going. Here we go again. Shot, scramble.
Right to the net, scramble.
They're still
no goal.
And I mean, they're all over the place.
Here we go. Everybody in there scrapping right now. Saul's come in. Everybody in there. Someone's trying to throw some punches. Who's that? Was that 44?
A lot of, they got somebody down on the far
that's
side.
Saul. He's after somebody.
Yeah,
he's after 27.
Ian Jenks, yeah.
Yeah. And Jenks wants no part of him. There's everybody now. Who's that guy? That's Hurd jerking somebody around.
Lampy, yeah.
Yeah, he's jerking him around. The Komets much more aggressive. Toledo just not wanting to get involved in the fisticuff stuff right now.
Well, whatever it takes to change the momentum, it's been on our side.
Yeah. Well, we've got to be aggressive. We've got to really push it.
A little more space, maybe.
How bad do we want to win? We want to win real bad, and that's what they're showing them right now. We're not finished, and we're coming after you.
So let's see who we've got left down there. There should be a penalty apiece, if any, called at all. Because Meurs got flattened.
Well, it looks like
it was
19 going in there. That's
First,
he's going in.
And
we'll see.
We got anybody going in on our side?
Box ain't open.
2 minutes roughing. Time of the penalty, 3 minutes, 35 seconds.
We got a break on that because
Toledo's 19 first. 2 minutes roughing at 3:35.
We get the break. We'll get a power play on the situation.
Baby, this is Komet Hockey.
College living should be as exciting as college itself. Your home shouldn't be just a space to cram for exams while eating day-old pizza. Why settle when you can have off-campus, resort-style amenities where you can study, eat, socialize, and relax in style? Think The Grove. Think fully loaded college living. The Grove is currently leasing with rates starting as low as $440 a month. All apartments are fully furnished, utilities included. Choose your next home today at www.gogrove.com or call 486-5202. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Here we come. Komets now with the play as it's turned away. Komets get it back. Now back on the rush. Here goes as into the zone. All the way left side. Daniels can't finish the play. Round note was Severin. That's right. Cup they come. Back in the corner. Komets get it again. Severin's got this one. Took his guy nicely off the play. Working it down in the corner. Perlini's got Perlini back. Up top. Here we come again. All the way half wall left side. Up top. Daniels doesn't like shooting. Here they come in the corner. Whoa, up the slot and they couldn't get it going. Yep. So here we come again.
Had Perlini open and missed him with the pass.
Into the zone. They drop it all the way back, and now it's sent deep in the corner. Komets with it again. One more time. Here we come. Daniels at the throttle, coming back up the wall into the zone. Flipped over the defense. Hurd follows it in the corner. Good hit as Hurd nails his guy.
Nailed him.
And they're going to call that one again.
He's going to get him boarded.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got him from behind. He gave him a shove from behind. He didn't body check him and crush him into the boards. He just gave him a little shove as he got close to the boards, and that smashed him into the boards. And the defenseman is hurt a bit, so he's going to get himself 2 minutes, and hopefully that's all it is. Be boarding, I believe.
Well, if you go down and you got a penalty call, don't get up too quick.
Yeah, yeah.
So the boarding call will go against Hurd, and for the next...
He popped him pretty good. He gave him a pretty good body check.
57 seconds worth. Let's see how much they assess him for it.
Yeah, boarding.
Hurd, 2 minutes boarding. Time the penalty, 4 minutes.
He got 2 for it. Sometimes they'll give you more, but that's fine. Do what you will. Take what you can. 15:22 to go. Period 3, tied 1-1. This is Komet Hockey.
The Fort Wayne Holiday Inn, next to the Memorial Coliseum, is the official hotel of the Fort Wayne Komets. The hotel has special Komet hockey packages that include deluxe room accommodations, plus 2 tickets to a Komets home game. Enjoy dinner before the game at the Mastodon Grill, or a drink after the game in the Faculty Lounge. With 6,000 square feet of banquet facilities, the Fort Wayne Holiday Inn is perfect for your holiday parties. Call 482-3800.
And now, back to Komet Hockey with Bob Chase.
Scrum right at the Komet goal line. They get it turned out. Here's Embach.
4 on 4 now.
Cross rink they come all the way out to center ice. Tipped into the corner. Perlini going back hard. Checks his guy from behind. Up the wall they come.
Saul comes in and nails
all
somebody.
the way up top. Here it is. They couldn't shoot. And finally, they drift one on. It was wide of the target. But hanging on instead is the goaltender.
Yeah, they're going after Saul a little bit right now as he popped somebody in the corner, 18 I think it was, as the Nightingale. He nailed him, and he didn't like it. He's saying a few words to him now.
Nightingale's an American leaguer. He doesn't like these upstarts giving his boys a tough time.
Well, he's saying something to Saul now, and Saul's saying, let's go center ice. I'll meet you there. But they're going to slow it down right now, and line changes by both teams.
So with that, we have 14:52 left in the match. We're even Steven for 27 seconds. Then Toledo with a power play. Back we come as the draw will be Faille off to the right of Lurg, the goaltender. Faille ties up his man. Up top, here it is, and they fake, can't shoot it. Here it comes again. At the net, it's deflected wide as Crowder tried to get it. Now tipped off behind the net. Here goes Crowder, far wall. Nicely drives his guy Sims off the puck. Thereafter, down in the zone. It came away. Komets have it back. Here it is.
Right in.
Oh, what a save.
Yeah.
He waited too long to pull the trigger.
Yeah, he waited too long as that gave Lang chance to come out and challenge him. And when he came out and challenged him, he had nothing to shoot at. And he just snatched it out of the air as he tried to go top shelf on him.
So a little conversation, lots of chirping going on down there now.
Yeah, a little bit of whacking and chopping, too, as Bordeaux let that shot go, and he got whacked pretty good. That's what he's upset about.
So they'll change him up again. Change him quick. Kucera and Bartow are the defense partners at the moment. Back we come in the face-off. This time we'll have Severin in the face-off. We're 4 on 4. 6 seconds left before there's power play for the other guys. Here they come. Jam it into a crowd. Couldn't get it out the point. Now pick back up around behind.
Man short Komets. 1 minute.
They're looking to get it all the way back up ice. Broken up there and back inside the Toledo zone. 4 checks on is Schrock, the defensive specialist out there, trying to make him turn. At center, Chouinard. And he goes by the defense, drifts his way on by, driven nicely back.
Schrocker intercepts and knocks
the rink,
it down.
Schrock says, take that. 40 seconds left on their power play, and off behind his own net, Sims for Toledo, waiting for help. He's got a backup with Schwab, and he keeps coming down the line. Into the zone they come, tying it up down the zone. Komets are there. Behind the net, here, look out, is Martin. And he gets it up ice, lead pass, good to the zone. Here comes Pistilli. He's there. He's wide. He looks. He's behind the net, trying to make a play. At the net, trying to play it is Faille. Tied up, down he goes. Puck comes loose, Faille at it again. he's interfered with at the time, burned up more clock. Komets get their change. As Lampy having a conversation with the Fort Wayne bench. They send second guy on the trailer.
All even, 5 on 5.
Look out, trying to get a play. Cross rink it comes, held at the point. Now we're 5 up each side. Komets break that one up. Here we come. Nice pass up center. Into the zone. Here we go. Schrock there.
Walking. Take the shot.
The shot.
Off the shoulder.
Wide. Knocked down behind the net. Out comes Schrocky with it again. Down in the corner. Still has it. They just pried him right off the puck. Down they come again. Good check by the Komets. Back up the middle. Schrock on a play. No tripping called. Back they come into the zone. Down it comes as Embach feeds it wide. At the net, the shot wide. Picked back up, and it goes all the way back in the Fort Wayne zone.
No icing.
Bartow had a fly back on that one. They're changing for Toledo as Bartow coming back up ice with the puck. It's blocked on the play. Stepping in, Rogers. Down they come. Can't get by Bartow. Hanging on as Bartow takes his guy off the puck deep in the zone. And everybody steps in to support. I like what I see down there.
Yeah, they're pushing right back at. Toledo doesn't want any part of the tough stuff, so we got to keep doing it.
12:32 still left in this match. We're looking at 1-1 Komets Toledo. This is Komet Hockey.
Want to live a healthier life? You don't need to train for a marathon to do it. Even small changes can help you feel better. And at Parkview, it all starts with one word: go. Go for a walk. Go spend time with friends. Go do something simple right now to improve your well-being and take the Parkview Go Challenge. It's all about creating balance in your life. Mind, body, spirit, and community. For more healthy ideas, log on to parkviewgo.com. Parkview, your partner in health.
You are listening to Komet Hockey with Bob Chase, Radio Ringside.
Komets now try to get something cleared away. Down behind the net, big hit that time as Tam gets a shot at his guy. They cleared wide. Let's move it up ice, and it's center. Komets feed it in, man. Down they go, but unable to handle the play was the Fort Wayne winger. Back come the Komets again. Firing it back as Tam sends it deep in the zone. Meurs chasing it down as Lampy there gets hit by Meurs. Down they go, and they try to keep it alive, and Meurs has it. Here he goes wide. Save on the play. On the money. But they took the longest angle to make it go.
Yeah, good shot coming off the angle. But again, Laird had the angle, went down low, made the save as the Toledo defense comes right in at this help and starts pushing and shoving again. 9 shots by the Komets, only 1 by Toledo in this third period. We got to get that next goal, guys.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of shots, but again, Lurg's seeing everything.
Yeah.
You got to misdirect or crunch him down front. All right, back again. Here we come for the faceoff. It's going to be Faille back into the draw. Ties up his guy. Here it comes, and they blow a whistle. Bad drop.
Went back right to the point. Martin was teeing it up to let her go, and he held off when he heard the whistle. Good call. Good play.
So back we come for the draw again inside the zone off to the right of Lurg. And I don't know what we're doing there, but the referee had his back to the play. Komets have it. Here's Crowder behind the net. Pinned up on the puck that time. Pistilli, back we come. Faille's got it this time. Gets away from the check. Here's Pistilli up top. Drive! And it came up onto the net. Picked up by Crowder. Back comes Faille. Faille tips it off right side of the net. Komets have it again. Around it comes to Crowder. Crowder protects the puck, trying to move it out. At the point. Here we come. Turned right back in the corner by Saul. Up the wall. Komets in hard. Pistilli going in. Gets mugged on the play. Back they come again. Komets with a lot of good puck movement.
Yeah.
As here comes Faille out at the point. It gets on by. Foot race on for this one. First guy in is Martin. Martin around behind the net. He's caught off the play. But look out, Simmer. Saul comes to center. Tipped by Pistilli. Back in the corner. He didn't get a piece of it, apparently.
Well, they wave it off.
Yeah, I thought he touched it at center ice. But here they come again. Driving it into the Fort Wayne zone. Off behind the net, Bartow. Bartow around the wall. Come on up. At center, good catch for Kays. Into the zone, knocked loose by Schrock. Deep on the zone, it's Pernelli. Pernelli around, it comes. Point man coming. Tee it up if you can. Now back in the corner they come again. There's no play there as the rookie D-man that time, Kucera, got tied up. Here we come. Up ice one more time as out they come to center ice into the zone.
Perlini.
Schrock is there. He looks at the net. It's a dribbler going wide. Perlini's got it back. Trying to move it back. Out at the point. Can't play again. He's got it.
For Schrock.
Nailed on the play. Schrock out front. Can't get to it, but here they come again.
Komets
still on it. Mikey fighting away. Here they go, and he turns it back in the corner. Behind the net, Perlini's got it again. Drops it loose for Schrock. Schrock around the corner. Tried to jam it, couldn't get it. Now up comes Embach. Oh, get your shot. Get your shot. And a save on the net again. Turned off the wall. D-man at it again. Komets in on the forecheck. Here comes Toledo. Back up on the left side. Bushbog moving it in Fort Wayne zone, covered by the Komet defender Kucera. Up he comes into the zone. Did they get an icing on the call or not?
Missed the pass that time.
It bounced right over his stick at the wrong time. 9:36 left in this game. We're 1-1. Komets and Walleyes, and this is Komet hockey.
I'm Ryan Recker in the Wobo Newsroom. Tom Henry will face Mitch Harper in the November general election for mayor of Fort Wayne. With the city council seats at large, John Crawford, Michael Baranda, Thomas Freistroffer at the top three for Republicans, Michelle Chambers, Terry Anderson, and Mike Avila leading the Democrats. In an upset, Paul Ensley beating Thomas Smith in the District 1 City Council Republican race. Other winners, Thomas Didier, District 3, Jason Arp in District 4. For the Democrats, Michelle Merrick gets the nod in District 2, Glenn Hines in District 6. Get full election updates online at wowo.com.
This is Komet Hockey.
Okay, we got a little parlez-vous going on down at the benches for a minute, and they break that up and head back for the action. I didn't hear the horn that normally signals it's a long break.
I think the referee's got a problem with his helmet because he hasn't got it on, and he could be trying to fix it. Joe over there, Frankie.
Oh, they're still working. While they're doing that, I need this badly. We're going to take one more spot. This is Komet hockey.
Trust the doctors at IPFW Athletics and the Fort Wayne Komets Trust. Aaron Chiropractic is well known for providing quality yet cost-effective care for sports injuries, muscle, and joint problems. They're one of the only clinics in the region to provide its patients with pain relief utilizing numerous therapies, including acupuncture, massage, and rehabilitation. Aaron Chiropractic is conveniently located in Northeast Fort Wayne. Find us on the web at aaronchiro.com or call 492-8811 to schedule an appointment.
WOWO AM and FM Fort Wayne.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Komets now try to get a play. Back in the corner. It will be Meurs. He can dangle. Here he works his way up. Fires cross rink. Coming up now is going to be Martin over center. Driving it into the zone. Meurs back in the corner. Tied up on the play. Hooked up hard. But back they come. Still trying to move it. Daniels comes sneaking in. But up comes the puck. And all the way to center ice will be Firk. Firk going in. Can't play. And around they come. Did we have an offside? Yep. Nope, they didn't. Oh, come on. Look out. Here we come again. Presence on the puck. All the way cross rink. In it comes Daniels again. Daniels at the net, and that tied him up for a bit. Couldn't finish it off. Here's another one. Hit the back of the net. Picked up Daniels again. Daniels feeds behind the goal. Back up we come again. Komets going in, forechecking hard. Turn behind the net. Picked up by Jenks. Jenks can't finish it off. Komets try to keep it alive, and it rolled off his stick. Into the zone they come deep to the corner. Spinning away was Justin Daniels. Behind the net. Played back off the wall by Rogers. Rogers can't play it. They jam away on this one. It's broken up, but Justin Daniels with it again. Moves away. Trying to get away from Tam. Tam nails him, but he's up again. Good hit that time as Faille takes him off the puck. Faille going in, mucking it up. Here come the Komets out of the zone. Moving it all. Faille didn't need an icing there.
Crowder could
here
get
comes
to it,
Crowder at the zone. And they get the icing. No icing called. Komets have it. They got a man up top. Can they get it out to him? Held into the zone deep as the Komets keep it alive. That time it was Martin going deep, playing the puck. Faille gets it by, trying to move it out to the point. He's got it. Here's Saul with a drive high at the side of the net. They hang on. It bounced, but hanging on is Lurg.
Yeah. Saul let the drive go. It was deflected, went up into the glass, and came right back towards the net. Lurg at the side of the net was able to muscle it out and grab onto it as the Komets were looking for a rebound.
We've got 1-1 with 7:44 to go. It's period 3, Komets in Toledo, and this is Komet hockey.
Introducing the new Subway Simple 6 menu. 6 of our best 6-inch subs now and made just for you meals. For just $6 every day.
I got it made fresh at Subway.
Take your pick from 6 of our best subs, like the Italian BMT, tender turkey breast, sweet onion chicken teriyaki, and more. With a 21-ounce drink and a bag of chips, the new Simple 6 menu is value made simple every day. Yeah, you so got it made.
Prices and participation may vary. Additional charges for extras plus tax. See stores for menu selections. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
Sweating through another barn burner at your team's bar?
Sure am.
Wish you had some ice-cold refreshment?
You bet.
Then Coors Light may be right for you. Could result in meeting new people, epic fist bumps, epic forearm bumps, epic or chest bumps, touchdown dancing, break dancing, line dancing, dancing like nobody's watching, awesome refreshment for the win, and one-of-a-kind Rocky Mountain Cold refreshment. Ask your bartender for Coors Light today.
Definitely.
When cold refreshment calls, Coors Light answers. Frost-brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. With great beer comes great responsibility.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
All right, here we come. Face-off all the way back to the Fort Wayne blue line, and the forecheck is going to be the winger Birschbach. Up come the Komets again into the zone, trying to get the play and forcing his guy with Schrock. Couldn't come up with it. Here they come at center. Schwab going in hard all the way to the corner, as it will be around. Oh, come on. Bad shot. Look out up top. They hold it at the point. And good save. Komets have it. Here comes Stahl around behind the net. Turn to center ice, and it's wide. No.
Waved off.
Right. There was a touch on it. Back they come again. Good hard forecheck. Komets couldn't get the play. Out to center, flying down the line, going all the way into the corner is the D-man. Can't make the puck. Around they come again. Komets, as Tam holds his guy off. They work at it again. Tam making some space all the way to the point, right side. They look. In they come, and it's deflected, but not far enough. Here they come again. They're buzzing right now all the way up top, and these guys are good. Here they come. Komets have this one taken away from Perlini. Oh, back out top. Should have been a penalty in front of the net.
Scored.
Called. There should have been a penalty in front of the net.
Well, in front of the net, and they were arguing that the man came on the ice too quick off the bench over here. I think what the fans were after. They got the puck, and the man that come on the ice got the puck, went wide to let a shot go from the top of the circle. Beat Nagle's on the short side. The Komets a little upset with the fact. Toledo takes a 2-1 lead. So we'll see who gets the goal on this one. 6:37 still left. 2-1 Toledo. And there's some screaming going on down there right now. Yeah, they're upset. They thought somebody come on the ice, and there was too many men on the ice on the exchange. As the puck came over towards them, he stepped on either the offside or the man. Too many men on the ice is what they're complaining about.
Second of the game, second of the playoffs, scored by number 19, Martin Firk.
Yeah.
Time to go, 13 minutes, 23 seconds. Toledo goal, second of the game.
So here we go now. We got some problems. We got to get one in a hurry just to keep it going. Down they come again. Komets step into that one. Up they come, working hard at the point, still working their way down. Komets have it back, cleared nicely up the defense. Here they go, back into the zone. Intercepted, nope, turned wide, down deep into the corner now. Holmstrom coming out to center. Komets try to tap away at that one. Down it goes into the Fort Wayne zone, played by Kucera. Kucera, the D-man, trying to come up with it. Can't get to it. Komets have it back, though. Here's Barteau. At center, that was by everybody.
Yeah, waved off. They got a piece of it at center.
Somehow, somewhere, in they go. Good forecheck. Komets go deep on the play. Fighting hard for it is Faille. Faille trying to move it back up the wall. Can't get to it. They scrum hard. Here they go, still working at it. Trying to move it is Schrock trying to get out front. Nope, whoever it is can't make the play. They still hold it in the zone. Oh,
Crowder.
Front of the net. And it's
Crowder to the net.
Pistilli was fighting like heck to get away from the check.
Yeah.
And Faille was right on him on the corner, but they just could not get loose enough to make it work.
Yeah.
5:36 left in the match. We looking at 2-1 Toledo. First, second goal of the night, 13:23. He was just sent down again from Grand Rapids.
Yeah, that's his second goal. He did not score in the first game, and it's the second game he's played, and he's got 2 goals so far. So,
see, he played the first game, and they called him up in the second game to ground. All right, got a face-off. Here we go at the net. It's a jam out front. Can they play it?
Pistilli
Here we come again, and they couldn't commit too hard. But here they go back in the zone, all the way into the corner right now. Here's Saul. He's bumped off that time by Boris, who took him on the wall. Back up they come. Komets have it. And bang! Coming to center. Going to the line. Here, though, the Komets in deep. All the way wide out front. They get the shot, and it's cleared. And out it comes to the point as Embach had it there. At the net again. Knocked down in front. Hey, right wide of the goal mouth corner. Pick back up and out of the zone. They flip it to center.
5 minutes
there.
to go.
Komets have it back. With it now Martin for the Komets. Comes wide right wing, and it comes to Schrock. Schrock sends it deep in the corner. Komets get a line change. Goaltender Lurg makes the play, but he's chased off by Hurd, but it comes wide right wing. Good hit that time by Severin, took his man. Another big hit as the Komets start hitting all over the ice. Here they come, going wide now. Meurs chased his guy deep in the corner. Back up the wall. They have to give him enough room so they can't steal it on him. Now it's going back into the corner, and it'll be played by Daniels. Here's Drew. Back up the near wall. Take a look. Oh, hurry, as they get beat to the play. Taking a look. Komets try to come back out again. They get it once, sending it wide. Over center, into the zone they go. Tam with a hard shot in the corner. Run back off the wall, Holmstrom. He's checked hard on the boards. Komets get it back. Around behind the net, trying to get the play again. Intercepted by Toledo. Back up they come, trying to keep it alive. That time the D-man, Daniels, couldn't make it go. Here's his brother out front, can't play it. Komets right back at center, into the zone. Here we go. All the way up front is Crowder, and he's really defended hard on the play. Sent back in the corner. Pistilli gets a shot at his man. It's held back in by Barteau, but picked back up by Toledo. Here they come to center ice, and it's going to be Justin Daniels. In he goes around the D, but he stood up nicely that time by Kucera. Down they come. Komets feed it loose on the play. Around it comes one more time. Kucera chased it down. Up at center. Komets on the move. It is Faille, and he goes along with Pistilli. Pistilli back in the corner looking for a point man. He's got it. The faceoff down in front. Komets have a piece of that one, and they couldn't pick it up again. Up it comes. Faille chasing no trailers back there anywhere, and hanging on is the Komet goaltender, Nagle. 3:08 still left in this match. It is 2-1. It is Toledo, and this is Komet hockey.
Oh, wow. Can you say good morning? I just discovered a new way to start my day off right. It's Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop's new Right Start turkey sausage breakfast sandwich. An amazing combination of fresh spinach, cheese, and an egg white omelet on an English muffin. It is 300 calories of delicious. And that, my friends, is all kinds of right. Gotta love your morning with Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. Great tasting breakfast, amazing coffee.
At participating U.S. restaurants for limited time.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
All right, it's back to Toledo. Slipped around behind the net by Ferk as Ferk sends it off to his defender. And that's going to be Zarnausen up to the Fort Wayne line. They slowed it down now. Back in the corner, here we come, as it's going to be Martin with a bad pass, but they got it coming anyway, all the way out to center, and it's wide of the net.
Waved off
by the goaltender. Back out they come, and all the way to center ice. Caught us in a line change. Into the zone, intercepted Komets. Here goes Hurd. He's there. Shoot!
Off the post.
Off post. Hurd's got it back. Give me a point, man, he says. All the way up top. Here we come again. Knocked down front of the net. Up onto the mesh, and that will get a whistle.
There's Embach and everything. He's tangled up with somebody, pushing and shoving.
He just knocked his guy down.
Yeah, that was 20.
Yeah. Who happens to be Zarnausen.
Yeah, well, you say it.
I said it once. That's enough for me.
They got pushing and shoving in each other's face, and Embach just flipping down, and that's the end of that little push.
And Saul had a couple of kind words to say to him with 2:18 still left, and we trail it by 1. And we'll have to see how long Pat Nagle's going to stay home or come back to the bench.
Well, Hurd come off the bench. He intercepted the puck at center ice, went in on his off wing, cut to the net. He let the shot go on the short side, and he hit the post. And unfortunately, it didn't squeeze itself in, went wide of the net, and that ended that play.
Hurd's back in the face-off one more time.
Keep shooting, guys. 2:18 to go.
Ready, big face-off here. Hurd and Jenks back into the draw. Hurd ties up his guy, kept in nicely by Daniels. Daniels around behind the net.
For somebody.
Whoa, he tried to get it back out on the play, but it's tied up as Meurs can't get there. In they go. Hurd mucking away, going behind the net. He's checked off by Schwinard, knocked down on the play, and here it comes all the way back, and there will be no icing on the call. All right, take a look. 1-4 check on the play. Can you outskate it? He couldn't do it, but he passed off. As Meurs all the way at the line, into the zone, off onto the corner, out in front of the net. Back with it, they come again. And that time it's Tam. Whoa, shot
the net,
right out, they come again. And out front again.
Bouncing puck, still wide of the net.
Can you see any more than that, eh? Here we come. Back come the Komets again. Oh, and the tanning on the play that time as they move it down to the zone.
That bounced over Meurs' stick.
Bounced right over his stick. 1:25 left as Tam leaves it.
Yeah, you got to bring the goalie out on this.
Let's go.
Well, they want to get everybody out there fresh and get ready.
All right, here we come. Moving it now is going to be Faille.
Yeah, here comes
the corner,
Nagle.
going hard. Nagle's
Extra
out of the net.
attacker.
Faille in the corner. Tries to jam up the puck. Here they come. They're going to get a wide open net to play, but it's knocked down in the Fort Wayne zone. As back for it goes Martin. Martin now behind his net. Here we come with a minute left. And nobody in goal, so you can't make a bad pass coming out of this one. Here they come up the wall, turned nicely in by Crowder. Deep in the corner, it's Perlini, and he goes. Crowder blocks that one on the way out.
Get the whistle,
extra man is on there. They'll never get a whistle. They won't get a whistle on this stuff. They never do anymore. Here they go, trying to move it back out of the zone. Kept alive by the Komets, and it's wide. And hanging on to it again as Perlini sends it cross ring.
Now.
Played by Faille. Here goes Faille looking for room. Front of the net.
Oh! Rebound.
Score! Crowder!
Yeah. They took the shot from the off wing. The goaltender made the save. It came to Hurd, I think. He let a shot go. The goaltender made another great save, but this time it laid on the goal post, and that's when Crowder stepped right in. He popped it in,
Bingo.
And they tie it up with 26 seconds.
This is Komet Hockey.
I'm Ryan Recker in the Wobo Newsroom. Tom Henry will face Mitch Harper in the November general election for mayor of Fort Wayne. With the city council seats at large, John Crawford, Michael Baranda, Thomas Freistroffer at the top three for Republicans, Michelle Chambers, Terry Anderson, and Mike Avila leading the Democrats. In an upset, Paul Ensley beating Thomas Smith in the District 1 City Council Republican race. Other winners, Thomas Didier, District 3, Jason Arp in District 4. For the Democrats, Michelle Merrick gets the nod in District 2, Glenn Hines in District 6. Get full election updates online at wowo.com.
And now, back to Komet Hockey with Bob Chase.
Oh, jeez. This guy's an idiot. All right, here we come. Look out. Wide of the net. Back in the corner. They're all over the place. As Embach nails his guy a pretty good shot.
10 seconds.
Here comes
Get it out, guys.
Up ice. And it's centered. Taken away. Back up it comes as Toledo coming to the line again. Back they come. And right on the net. Turned off the side by Lurd. We have game over. Now we will go and get very serious because we are going to go to overtime. Oh, baby. They put 15 on the clock. No shootouts in this game once you get to playoffs. Everybody heads for the bench, and they will clear the ice and be ready for the first overtime. Whoa, what a night we got going here. That was the Komets' 35th shot on goal. So at the end of regulation, 36 to 21.
Yep.
Which
16 to 5 in that period.
Well, we came, we saw, and we almost conquered it.
Yeah, I didn't get who got the assist on the Crowder goal.
It'll be here in a minute.
So much no, so we'll have to find out who got it. But there was Perlini involved in it, and Hurd was involved in it, and everybody was throwing the puck at the net, and they got a couple of rebounds, and they finally got the loose puck in the net. Crowder in the goal crease, banged it in.
Those are the kind you have to score on this guy. You can't give him any room at all, or you're done.
Yep.
And here
Never give up. They kept going at it, guys.
So let's see where we go with this one, huh? So, wow. Crowds gets the goal, trying to find the assist. We'll get it as soon as they give us a piece of paper. I think everybody's too excited, Rob.
Yeah, I think so. Everybody, I think, was on the edge of their seat, ready to wait to see what was going to happen. And finally, they popped the thing in. So, overtime. First time, and of course this is different than the shootout and regular season. This is sudden death. They'll flood the ice, and they'll put 20 minutes up in the clock, and they'll play the first 20 and see where we go with it.
And of course, like I say, Toledo, the reason they're here, they won Game 7 in overtime against Wheeling.
Yeah, that was a heck of a game too. Game 7, 2-1 hockey game in overtime. And they're used to the pressure.
Well, one thing that we are seeing, and that is the farther we go, sort of, the more momentum we're getting, Rob, which I think is
good. We're definitely playing better and more aggressive. A lot of body checking out there. We're playing the body, and I don't think Toledo likes it too much, and it obviously has them looking all the time. And as our aggressive play goes, we're able to get some shots on goal. And in the second period, we outshot them 13-8. In the third period, we outshoot them 16-5. And those 2 periods were definitely our aggressive periods where we took control and started pounding pretty hard.
And also, we had a few stats of one kind or another finally put on the score sheet.
Well, the one goal definitely helped. That was Hurd's goal at 9:34. That tied it up, and that sort of gave everybody, and the crowd got right back into the game. And here we are right now as we go into overtime as they're flooding the ice.
It's amazing when you start thinking back on the few games Crowder has played through an incredible season of bad injuries.
Yeah.
Every time he seems to do something, so he comes back and does something big. He does something big. And he did it there. He kept us in a hockey game at 1934. So we should have a score sheet on this one pretty soon, see where it's going to go. Right now, the crowd is quiet. Some, of course, are out refreshing, I would imagine.
Yeah.
But that's kind of where we've gone. So far, we can recap what's happened in the first 3 periods of play. Ferg picked up the first goal of the game, 4:13 into the match, and that's hung around for a long time. There was only one other stat, and that was Crowder for an interference at 8:58. We were outshot 8-7. Second period, Embach picks up a goaltender interference at 6:05. And then Hurd comes up with his goal at 9:35, assisted by Meurs. And Bresbaugh had a hooking call, severing a cross-check. That was at 14:58 in 1906. We outshoot him in that second period, 13-8. And then we go into third period play, and it's 1-1, and it's back and forth. And Ferk had himself a roughing penalty. Then Hurd put on a boarding call. Ferk came back and made it 2-1 at 13:23. Crowder came back at 19:34 for the Komets and made it 2-2. We outshoot them 16-5 in the third period. 36-21 overall shots on goal favor the Komets after 3 periods of play. So that's what we have at the moment, at least, on the old scoreboard. And, of course, we're kind of waiting around to get this extra session underway. And while we're doing that, it wouldn't be a bad idea to check the Meijer out-of-town scoreboard, right? One other game in the ECHL playoffs. That was in the South, as South Carolina knocks Florida off 3-2. And it appears that they are definitely in the driver's seat. I think they're leading 3-0 at the present time. And that kind of gives you an almost insurmountable barrier. But we'll see how it's going to go. This one, of course, 2-2 after 3. What did they give?
Pistilli and
Faille. Okay, Crowder his second, Pistilli and Faille get the assist on the play. So now we have it officially. And not only that, but it's on the board, and they can't take it away from us.
Yeah, well, Pistilli almost got the goal himself as the rebound came over to him on the far side. He let a heck of a shot, and somehow Lurk got his pad there and made the save. But when it hit the pad, it killed the puck. It dropped in the goal crease. Bang, Crowder was on it.
Now we've got to get somebody on it in a hurry here in this first OT if we have momentum. We had momentum that carried over and got better from period 2 to 3.
Well, there's no doubt about it. Yeah, and the hitting picked up is what I think happened. They started to bang a little bit, and they started getting in there. Hurd definitely was the leader of the hitting, and then everybody followed suit. Meurs was right in there, and their aggressive line out there. And, of course, Schrock, every time he's on the ice, he's running around anything that moves he's trying to get at. And I thought the Komet defense played pretty physical in their own zone, too. They popped guys behind the net. They were not getting beat one-on-one in their own zone. They would go in, play the man, stay with them. Somebody else came in, picked it up, and then they got out of the zone. So they played pretty strong defensively also, and only giving up 21 shots right now is pretty strong against an offensive team like Toledo, especially on the power play.
This young kid, Couser, first professional hockey game.
He handles the
playing
puck
pretty well in a tough game to play in.
Yes, exactly. And you said after the second period, he had 4 shots on goal. I don't know what his total is, but he probably got 6 as he handles the puck pretty well.
He didn't get any shots in the third period. Yeah.
So he got 4 shots, and they were all on the net and all scoring potential.
And if you want to make points with a coach and you're a D-man, that's a good one to have.
Well, right now he's got to be happy with everybody that's on the ice right now. So. And, of course, we lost Sidlowski. We don't know what his status is or anything like that. We'll have to wait till after the game when the doctors, I guess, diagnose it. We probably won't hear it until tomorrow. So tough loss right there, and hopefully it is a Charlie horse, and maybe they can get him ready to go for Thursday night.
Well, it's a case, I think, again, once the guys saw the big guy go down, I think it put a little more fuel in the tank.
Yeah, everybody
and
had
the guys
to pick
sucked it up one more notch.
Yes, they have, and that's a big thing about this hockey team. They do not like to lose, and they do not lose 3 in a row, and they're proving it right now. They're not going to give up without a big fight.
And, of course, whoever the 10th forward was designated, he's no longer the 10th forward.
No,
he's the 9th.
Schrocker's out there on a regular shift right now, so he's happy about that.
He just may get the winner.
Well, that's a good pick right there.
Don't put it past him. This kid, he works so hard.
Yeah.
He doesn't get a lot of rewards, but he seems to get some timely ones.
Yeah.
So, well, you know, again, after we finally got on track at the end of the first period, it wasn't bad, but there was just no action in the first set of a la-di-da deal. Everybody kind of lulled into it, and at 1-0, nobody was pressed to do much.
Well, that's what we've seen about it. All 3 games that have played, first period have been 1-0 or 1-1 or 2-1.
Yeah.
And then it seems that in the third period is when Toledo breaks away.
And that we obviously fought against that by out shooting them 16-5 in that period.
And unfortunately, we got the goal late, but Toledo kept their composure, took the lead 2-1, and I think everybody in the building was saying, oh, here we go again. But they hung in there, played it cool, and were able to get the goal with 26 seconds to go.
You know, on another hockey item of great interest to local fans, former captain Colin Chalk got himself a pretty nice job.
Yeah. They got a big job to do up there in Brampton. Of course, Brampton is out by the airport, just outside of Toronto.
Yeah.
And I had the fortune to play Junior B up around that area, and Brampton 7-Ups used to be the big team up there in the Junior B League. But it's quite a hockey town. It's quite a hockey area. Obviously, it's all influenced by the Toronto Maple Leafs and that, but it'll be a good challenge for Chalker.
And he's back home in Toronto. That's his home.
Yes, it is. And his wife and everyone, they'll all be happy to be back there.
The only one not happy will probably be their daughter. She's made a lot of friends down here and knows nobody up there. But they make acquaintances quickly.
Well, yeah, and there's a lot of people in Fort Wayne, especially the kids. I know my grandkids, they go to Chalker's school. They go to Chalker's lessons during the season. And he works pretty hard with the kids all the way through the season. And a lot of kids will miss him, and miss his coaching ability from that standpoint.
So, yeah,
good luck to Chalker.
He served an apprenticeship with a heck of a guy, Nick Bootland. And, of course, Chalker with his own expertise. And like he said a couple of weeks ago when I talked to him, he said, you know, sometimes you wonder why things happen, but the experiences I'm having here are the best thing that could have happened to me. I've got somebody with the ability of Nick, and he just throws a lot of stuff on me, and he's a great teacher and a great partner. We have a good time with it. It's obvious.
That's good for him. And the thing is, next year's schedule, I think Brampton comes here twice, and we go there twice. So that works out pretty good. I wanted to see what Brampton looked like. I was pretty excited about it. So good for him, and congratulations. And he's got a heck of a challenge at it because they did not make the playoffs, and they were not one of the top teams. So a lot of rebuilding there. And there's a lot of hockey kids up there that can play at this level, going through Junior A, some of the colleges up there and everything. So there's a lot of players that he can pick and choose from right out of the Toronto and Ontario area there.
So that's kind of promising, and so he gets himself the job. He was patient. He turned down some jobs at lower leagues to stay close to home, and Fort Wayne is his home, of course. He had a lot of enterprise going at the ice arena all summer and during the winter, as you said. He was just a hustling guy, and he never let any grass grow under his feet, and he made some pretty good bucks, but he worked hard to get every penny.
Did a lot of traveling back and forth for obligations he had and kept in Fort Wayne with, as I say, the minor kids and everything like that, and do what he had to do to coach, and also do what he had to do in Fort Wayne. Good for him.
And, you know, as the National Hockey League and the Stanley Cup stuff has been pretty wild, too.
Yeah, there's been some pretty good games, and there's some upsets going on right now.
I like that Tampa Bay, Rob.
Yeah, Tampa Bay and Montreal. That's a pretty tough series right there. And then, of course, New York and Washington last night, 1-0 hockey game there.
Was that a headhunting job?
Yeah. So, yeah, they're going at each other pretty good, and you're seeing the best of the best right there.
One thing I say, and I've not been an Alex Ovechkin fan, but watching him play this year, he has a possession like I've never seen him play. He is playing his heart out to win.
Yeah, and then, as you say, he usually gets hit a couple of times and he backs off. And
now he just comes right at you.
He's going at it, and he's being a leader out there and working pretty hard.
He's wearing the C, and he's taking it just as hard as right to heart. So it's, but you watch that game, and even the lesser teams, the skill levels are just so incredible. You shake your head at some of the plays they make.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt. The speed of the game is unbelievable.
With all that speed to go with it, too.
And it's 3 solid periods of go, 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 and everybody go, go. And they run 4 lines, a lot of teams, too. So that's one thing. That's one of the reasons they can keep the pace of the game up, because they've got 4 lines. But that 4th line sometimes becomes one of the most important lines, because they're out there checking the number 1 line of the other team. So they got a lot of responsibility on them.
So it's great game, great series, and we'll have to see how the rest of that goes as well. But first things first, here tonight, we're going into overtime against the Toledo Walleyes, tied 2-2. Toledo with a lead of 2-0 in the series. But the last game they won in overtime was Game 7 against Wheeling that put them into this situation here. So they know what they need. We've had a few thrillers and OTs, but no shootouts, buddy. No. You got to put it in the hole, or you ain't going to win.
Yeah, we've been here a couple of periods on overtime over the years, so let's hope. And
hey, have we ever?
The normal thing is that they usually come out and they score in the first 2 or 3 minutes, and that they, everybody comes out all pumped up and everything like that. They get a break, and bang, it's all over. So it could be that way, or it could go 2-3 periods. So let's see.
Yep, put a pot of coffee on, Mom. I could be late tonight.
Well, that's one nice thing about retirement. You don't have to worry about too much about tomorrow morning. So
I got things to do tomorrow. I got a meeting at WoWo, so I got now. But that's what keeps you going as well. But here we go as we have the referee and his buddies are back out on the ice, and of course that would be Stéphane Renaud and the linesman Francois Dozeret and Ryan Matson. How did Matson get into that? Of course, there are a lot of French people with a lot of strange names, Irish, you name it. So don't count on a name. They may come as a package. The French connection, huh? All right, Komets out. It'll be Pat Nagle defending the goal down to my right. Happy for Pat. He's had such a long time away, and they're working hard for him. Probably harder than they have for Roman, because Roman was so different. They relied on him to do things that they're not letting Pat get a chance at. All righty.
He played well. There's no doubt about that after the layoff and everything like that. I know that Gary Graham, he had to take a bit of a gamble on the situation, but you need to make a change, and Pat's come to the occasion and, just like a professional, done what he has to do.
Well, if the season continues on, it's good. He's got game experience at a high pressure level tonight, and if we get through this and get into tomorrow night, I'll bet he's back, and he'll be cruising. He'll be cruising.
He can win this hockey game. He'll be right there Thursday night.
Well, like Roman Will said, he's got my job, but I'm going to get it back.
Yeah, well, that's a good thought.
So we will be ready to roll, and the Komets in the overtime will defend the goal down to my right. Pat Nagle sets up shop there. Hayes will attack from right to left as you watch your radio dial. 2-2 the score. Oh my, it only takes one goal to send everybody home. Well. Remember,
sudden death.
Remember one night we started the game at 7:30 and left at 20 minutes after 1 the next morning against St. Paul.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Amen. All right, here we come. Ready. As Perlini is in at center right now. He and Schwab will face it off. Komets take the draw, and they have the first control. Up the middle, turned in as Perlini sends it into the corner.
No
icing. Back they come on the wall. Lampy gets nailed. Puts his shoulder with his guy. Up it comes. Komets keep it alive. Down in the corner. Embach there. Pokes it away deeper as Perlini trying to get to him. Long pass up ice, and it will be icing.
This one will, yep.
Yep. They touched it the other side of center ice, so we'll get a face-off all the way back inside the Toledo zone. First OT just underway, 19:36 still to play in the 20-minute period if we need it.
Line changes by both teams. They're not going to stay out there too long.
No. Hurd is back for Fort Wayne.
Severin out there, Hurd at center, and
Severin and Meurs on the wing. They dig for it out at the point. Here it comes. Tam sends it back in the corner, up the wall, kept alive by the Komets. Here's Hurd, gets away from one check. He's still working on it, trying to get it out front. Komets with a good back check, kept alive by Meurs. Meurs now sends it behind the net. One more time, out at the point, from the point. It's a drive way high. Kept alive Komets. Here's Daniels behind the net, away from one. Got a point man, can't get it to him. Here he goes behind the net. Sent back off as it's going to be Severin taken down from behind on the play by Schwannard. Up they come, working at it hard in the corner. Meurs has it. They look, can't find it at the net, and save. Hanging on was the little guy. Put the old mitts on that one and says, oh, no.
Yeah, and Hurd, any angle you want to take the shot, it was off the boards. Not much of an angle. Let the shot go, hoping it hits somebody or something. And you can't score unless you shoot. He put it on the net. No deflection. Good save. Lurg.
You got to have a little hockey luck, and you might as well test it.
Face off at Toledo zone.
It's going to be Faille going to the draw and behind the net. Picked up behind the net by the D-man. Komets with a good forecheck. Coming back, they go into the Fort Wayne zone. Rushing down to take the play, and look out. And, oh, come on. The blind pass that time again. They get a man out front. Can't get him the shot. All the way far wall, and this one came off the mesh.
Yeah.
That time it was Martin turning around and throwing a blind pass behind him into the corner, and he walked right out to Toledo.
Yeah, he threw it against the flow, hoping everybody was coming one way, but the Toledo man stopped. It was right on his stick, and they come out of the corner.
Either that or he had big feet. All right, here we come. Try it again. Faille back into the draw one more time. He and Rogers. Up it comes. Komets fight for the biscuit. Around behind the net. Here comes Faille. Hey, look out. It's poked away. Everybody skating by it. It's coming to the front of the net was Martin. A little backup down in the corner now. He's trying to move it behind the net. Boris now comes loose, but it's going to be Martin instead. He's got it. Works his way back up ice. Here we go. Komets into the zone. Holding on. Up top. Here's the drive. Right in front of the net. Hanging on. No rebound. Dropped right in front of Lurg, and he jumped on it.
Yeah, he bobbled it a little bit, the shot, and dropped down in front of him, but nobody could get there as the defense held on. But again, shoot the puck, guys. See what happens.
Face-off stays to the left of Lurg in the Toledo zone. First overtime with 18-12 still to go. Back we come as Hurd back into the draw one more time. He and Holmstrom go for it. Here it is. Hurd's got it at the net again. Hurd's got it back. Couldn't finish it off. Came up the near wall. Komets on the check. Out it comes to center, stepping into the passing lane nicely. That time was Lucera. Lucera behind the net. Komets go in trying to dig it out. They scrum for it, getting knocked down that time. The Komet forward. Meurs, they're all over him, trying to jam, but Meurs goes in, takes care of that. Niedermiel coming up, waiting to see if it comes loose on him. And also Hurd's in there. They take up a little more space. I would rather have them get a whistle and face off these things. Now the Komets get it loose, though.
Severin.
Here's Severin all the way up top. Unable to handle it, though, is the D-man Barteau, and they leave it. Barteau's got it back. Here he comes. He has help as Kucera coming cross rink up the middle, and the pass bounced over everybody's stick inside the Toledo line. In they go now as Hurd taking a check on this one. Back it goes in the corner. Hurry. Got an icing called. We've got it. So we'll put the face-off all the way back inside the Toledo line. This is Komet Hockey.
21 Alive News is local, setting the standard for reporting news that hits home, live, anywhere, at any time. News when it breaks, when it hits home. The experience to deliver with veteran anchors and reporters, united to bring you the highest standard of community involvement. Make it personal, make it real. Your news is alive. 21 Alive.
You're listening to Komet Hockey with Bob Chase, Radio Ringside.
Here comes Tam with an errant pass, but now he drives one all the way back in the corner. After it hard as Faille comes up with the puck, picked up as Crowder gets it out at center, back behind the net, played by Pistilli. In front of the net, they jam for it, and up top is Crowder battling for space.
Yeah.
But Lurg is on it.
Yeah. Sticks coming up again as they're popping off and saying a few things in the goal crease there.
Crowder's a wily guy. He can pretty well tell what's going to happen. He kind of holds the stick at half-mast. You can't scare him.
No, he's a big boy, and they need his size in there, and it paid off on the tying goal. As he got in front of that net, they couldn't move him. He got the rebound.
Hurd coming back into a face-off again. He is in the draw, I believe, against Jenks. See who's getting this one. Oh, he's got it again. Got to shoot. Don't take any chance. Fire. Right over the top of the crossbar and up onto the screen. Shot that time by Martin.
Yeah, back to the point. Good shot on net. Martin trying to direct it in there, but I think it got deflected by Lurg right up over the net.
So, Hurd's been pretty effective in the face-off circle. He had been playing center for a long time anyway. And they needed somebody to get him, and he's been getting them. And that's what counts, especially in the offensive zone. Back they come in the corner. Severin going down, fights the play. Schwannard's got it. Now they drop it back up the zone. Can't make the play. Scrumming for it. Oh, look out. Had it back up, and the Komets finally get a stick on it and clear it. Back inside the Toledo zone again. They're not letting anybody get behind them right now. And that's good because somebody just went down on the far side. Into the zone they come as they come to the net, hanging on.
Nagle.
No further play. And what do we got going here now? That was that Hurd kind of taking his space. Yep. 16-15 still on the clock. We're in overtime. First period, 2-2 the score. Let's get it going. Back we come as it will be Perlini as he steps into the face-off against Schwab. Perlini ties up his guy. Up the wall they come. Going hard, but they forgot something. The puck. All the way cross rink. Komets after this one. Look out. Look out. Front of the net. Now they're back at center. Puck to Berschbach. Berschbach coming to center, trying to move into the Fort Wayne zone. On the net and behind the net, left there, and round it comes up the wall. As Embach wheels it wide. Where's it going? All the way to the Toledo defense. Back they come. Going in hard will be Barnes down on the corner. Komets have it back. Let's go with it. And loose at center. Embach going across the line. Picked up down deep. Shoving it into the corner. Can't get the play. Icing's the call. Offside's the call, not icing. So we will put it back in the neutral zone to take care of this one.
The line change by both teams again. We've almost played 5 minutes, 4 minutes and 23 seconds.
23 line changes.
Yeah, just about. Yeah.
Well, you got to keep them fresh, keep the old mold going.
Pace up, yep.
Yeah, once you get in, you get stirred up. Here's Faille back for another draw. He's got this one. Goes right by the D-man and going back hard is Bartol. One forecheck is going to be the Komets coming back up ice. Lead pass, good, but at center, taken away Toledo. Driven back in the corner and around behind the net. Here comes the D-man coming around the far corner with it. That was Kucera. Now they're back at it again. Here they come at center ice. Turn nicely into the zone right on net. And there's help on the way, and Lurg says, I got it. That was a good, quick move. Is going in hard on the puck. Was the Komet winger trying to keep pressure on, and Lurg couldn't move it. He had to just hang on as Faille was right on top of him.
Yeah, well, the one pass right from behind the Komet net up the boards to Fly. He deflected it into the zone to the net. And that was enough to get out of our zone and put some offense.
Here we come. Face off again. Kept by the Komets right on the money behind the net. Out front they come again. And trying to grab that one was Meurs, but they
trying to wrap it around.
Here they come again. Another shot. Came wide right side. Here's Severin. Gets away from one. Has a point man now. Feeds back in the corner. Here it is as back up it comes. Severin can't play it. It's squeezed on the corner. Kept into the zone. Severin had it. Can't finish it off. Let's go. First guy in to make the play is going to be Saul. He let it skip over his foot, and he puts a lazy pass in front of the net. Holy cat.
Yeah, they left somebody all by themselves in front.
Here we go the other way. Into the zone. Komets go wide. All the way down in front. In front of the net that time. Meurs fights his way through it. And the Komets have it again. Meurs behind the net. Right out top. Can't get the shot away. Held at center ice, though, as this time Tam takes a look. Back up the wall. Embach. Backhander way up in the corner, down behind the net. Picked off that time is Nightingale behind the net, trying to make a play. Good forecheck. Komets break that one up. Fighting into the zone. It's Embach. They keep it alive. All the way wide left side, trying to keep it now. Daniels. He's out front. Now he's behind the net, trying to move it out at the point. He's got a point man. Can't get him. Here they come up top again, behind the net. Komets all the way to the point. Let her fly. Ooh, big score.
Embach gets the goal. Rebound.
Whoa, baby.
Point. And I think it was the new guy, Krug, that got the puck back at the point.
Kuchera?
He let the rebound, the wrist shot go. It went in. They made the save. Embach was at the side of the net, and he whacked it in the open side.
6:09 of OT. The Komets win Game 3. How about that? Wow. Shots on goal in the OT. The Komets had 6, and they had 3 for Toledo. Had to have it, got it.
Yeah, and Embach's got to be pretty happy. That's his first goal against this Toledo team in 3 games, and he's been fighting it pretty good and finally got the break and pounded it away. Overtime goal.
Well, you got to be happy for everybody, and I think especially Pat Nagle. That was a tough spot to walk in on. He hadn't played a lot, and he came in and played a heck of a game in goal. They gave him all the support they could, and I think they won that one for Sid.
Yeah. Well, they worked hard, there's no doubt.
We'll be back with a post-game show in a moment. This is Komet Hockey.
Here's some good policy from your local independent agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When you insure your home and car with us, you receive a multi-policy discount.